Por favor, si van a usar un traductor, cuando llame su nombre, venga aquí enfrente y hable fuerte para que lo podamos oír. Gracias. We will start briefly. Empezaremos en unos minutos. I hereby call November 20th, 2025 Code Compliance Special Master Hearing to order. Roll call, Special Master Michael Stiles.
Here.
City Attorney Jude.
Here.
Code Manager Genaro Murillo.
Here.
Special Master, please approve the minutes of the hearing that took place on November 6, 2025.
Approve.
We kindly request that everyone in attendance place your cell phones on silence. Por favor, pongan sus teléfonos en silencio. Anyone giving testimony today, please stand to be sworn in by Homestead Police Officer Gasca. Por favor, póngase de pie.
All right, audience, please raise your right hand. Okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, I say I do. Okay. Can I translate?
Lo vamos a decir en español ahora.
Por favor, si juren todos que van a decir la verdad en esta audiencia, si fuera tan gentil, digan que sí.
I don't see. Translator, please raise your right hand.
Sí.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct, best of to your knowledge, skill, and ability? If so, say I do.
Yes, I do. Joaquin Famoselle, certified interpreter through 2027.
Yes, sir.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and with liberty and justice for all.
For the record, the following amendments have been made to the hearing agenda. Item number 3, case number CE 2504-0363 from civil citations have been tabled. Item number 7, case number CE 2505-0088 from table cases have been tabled. Item number 8, case number CE 2505-0090 from table cases have been tabled. Item 26, case number CE 2508-0302 from table cases have been complied. Item 29, case number CE 2508-0357 from table cases have been tabled. Special Master, if I may take the cases out of order from the agenda for those who are present today.
Approve. Approve.
The first case is on item number 9 under civil citations. Code Officer Garcia Case number CC 2500110, Marlene Williams.
If I may, there is no microphone in the stand right now.
Good afternoon. I'm here on behalf of Marlene Williams, my mother-in-law. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Can you please state your name and address, please, for the record?
Yes. John Jones, my address, I'm actually a police officer with Miami-Dade, the Sheriff's Department. My address is 19240 Southwest 312th Street.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your complaint, or how can we be able to help you rectify this violation?
This is on behalf of my mother-in-law, Marlene Williams, and the violation was at 208 Northwest 11th Street, Homestead, Florida.
Okay, do you have any notarized to be able to have a legal aspect over this here? You're not the owner of the house, right?
No, I'm not the owner of the house. It's my mother-in-law. It's my mother-in-law is right now at the Homestead Hospital, laid up in the hospital bed.
Okay. I cannot be able to, I can hear the case, but the owner of the property has to be present, or unless you have to have power of attorney. I can't do anything unless you have power of attorney. So unless you have power of attorney or the owner is here to represent them, then I can't do anything but just listen to the case and then give you my judgment. That's it.
Okay.
But as far as you being an encounter actor, I can't do that because you're not the legal owner of the property.
Even though that she is laid up in bed and she's sick, she's 83 years old, just had a fall.
You're with the Miami-Dade Sheriff Department,
Yes,
right?
I am.
All right. You know what the legalities is. I
Yeah.
can't do anything with that. Even if she couldn't represent herself, you still have to have the legality for me to be able.
I guess I'll have to hire Steve Lawson, who is her attorney.
That's
Okay.
whatever
Thank you,
way you
sir.
want to do it.
Okay,
That's the
so
only. I can only do it the legal way.
Can we reschedule this for another day?
Well, I'm going to have to make a judgment. You can counter it or table. Well, I can table it. All right. On for case number CC 2500110 dash TKT. We're going to table the case until a legal representation can be provided. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Next case, item number 12, under table cases, case number CE 25060248, Code Officer Morataya. Once again, case number CE 25060248, Camilo Arevalo Olga Rios.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
This property was cited June 13, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the rear terrace and the extended driveway. A notice of violation was mailed via certified mail and posted June 14th and June 25th, 2025. Also, summon to appear was mailed via certified mail and posted June 14th, June 25th, and September 17th, 2025. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property is set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs June 13, 14, and September 17, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25080698 for the extended driveway, and permit number 25090458 for the rear terrace. The property still remains in violation. Permit has not been finalized. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Please state your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Camilo Arevalo, address 4209 Northeast 16th Street. I've been working with Officer Morataya. I've been trying to do my things legally. I put my case to him and send it for architectural solution to send everything as elevations, running fee, legalization of pergola, and the drive what I'm doing myself. I send the pictures and whatever I can to here to the court, to the other side of the building. I've
Okay.
been working. Yes, can't receive the whole thing till now. I couldn't finish it.
Okay.
I need more time, please.
Okay, 30 days will be granted for you to be able to complete.
If you can please give me 45 days.
45 days
Yes. All right, thank you very much.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and rule in this case. CE 250-60248, 45 days, $80 administration cost. That means this project must be in compliance by January the 5th.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you, dismissed.
All right, thank you.
Next case, item number 3, under table cases. Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25040346, Rolando Diaz Fernandez, Daisy Fernandez.
This property was cited April 25th, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the rear terrace. Notice of violation was mailed via certified mail and posted April 25th, 2025. Summons to appear was mailed via certified mail and posted April 25th, July 5th, and September 17th, 2025. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property is set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs April 24th, 25th, July 5th, and September 17th, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25090234, but the property remains in violation. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Buenas tardes.
Translator.
Sí, good afternoon. Su nombre y dirección para que consten actas, por favor.
Daisy Fernández Murcias, 4189 Norris 20 THST, Jonte, Florida 33033.
Gracias. How can I help you? to be able to-
4189 Northeast 20th Street, Homestead, Florida 33033.
How can I help
Your
you to
Honor.
become compliant? Or how can we help you to get you into compliance?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarlo para que usted cumpla con los requisitos?
¿No entendí?
¿Qué podemos hacer para que usted pueda cumplir lo que hay que hacer en esta forma
Los
legal?
documentos están mandados todo al apartamento, todo al departamento. Lo que hubo que hacer una corrección, pero ya todo está otra vez para ahí. Hay un poco de demora en el departamento y quisiera en sus posibilidades si me pueden dar 60 días más.
Well, I did present some documents, but there needed to be a correction made. Now the documents are all in correctly, and we'll need 60 more days to be able to be in compliance, Your Honor.
I don't, if you've turned in the documents, I don't see where 60 days would be would be too much time. So I'm just going to give her 30 days because now all of the documents are turned in and we're just waiting for the department to review the case. So it should be within 30 days.
Veo que si le doy 60 días sigue como demasiado tiempo. Eso debiera, si usted ya presentó la documentación, eso debiera haber estado ya en orden. Así que le voy a dar entonces 30 días de prórroga para cumplir el caso.
In reality, what I'll do is I'll give her 45 days because of the holidays. And so in order to be able to become compliant, January 5th will be the date where she needs to be compliant.
En realidad, lo que voy a hacer es para darle 45 días. Tiene como fecha límite el día 5 de enero del año que viene para que cumpla con el requisito.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Good day.
Okay, thank you very much.
Today, case number CE 2504036, 45 days to come compliance, $80 administration fee for today. Thank you. Have a great day.
En el caso C25 0401376 le daré los 45 días para que cumpla con el requisito. Hoy día solamente pagará $80 para una tasa administrativa. Sería todo por hoy.
Okay, y gracias.
Next case, item number 8, under civil citations. Code Officer Johnson, case number CC 2500115, TKT, Rene Morene.
Citation was issued to Rene Morene, property address 905 Northeast 13th Avenue. Citation was issued on October 21st, 2025 for code section 29-11, improper landscape maintenance. In this case, this is reference to the hat rack. Location of the violation happened at 905 Northeast 13th Avenue. I took the photographs on October 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Is this 2 trees or 1? That's 2 trees.
I believe it's a total of 3.
3 trees.
Correct.
And this is in the swell of the city.
Correct. In front of their property.
Okay. Please state your name and address for the records, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Nancy Maureen Celine. I'm here to translate for my father, Rene Maureen.
Okay.
The address is 905 Northeast 13th Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33033.
All right. He does understand that the right-of-way that he cut these trees, they're not his trees. These belong to the city because it's in the right-of-way of the city swell.
When we called, before my father did the job, he asked me to call the city of Homestead to ask for approval. Unfortunately, I do not remember the person's name that I spoke to. We called and then asked for approval, and then they said yes. And then after the call, he proceeded with the project.
Even in the fact that they've probably given him permission, there is there's a percentage of the tree that you can cut. In any case, whether the tree is on your property or whether the tree is in the city side, you can only prune it back 30%. And this is way more than 30%. This is way more than 30%. So
yes, he paid someone, and then to do the job, and then when we called, there were no objection, like, okay, on to what percentage or not. So we're just told that, okay, we had the approval. And then he went on and then let the person know to do the job. So he says that he has 4 trees. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't hear it. Repeat that again?
4 trees.
4 trees, okay.
Yes,
Officer Johnson, you said 3 UC.
Correct, that's 1, 2, and also on the side where the pile is on it, yes, that's number 3.
Okay.
Maybe the 4th is in the rear of the property? I'm
But
not
you
sure.
didn't see it, okay. So my thing is, there is regardless, if you go and you look on the website or you look at the ordinance, trees can only be pruned back a percentage. That's what the state, the county, and the city of Homestead. It's just not, something that if you got a landscape person to cut the tree, they should know that it is a percentage of the tree that can and cannot be cut. In this case, the tree has been pruned back, looks like, I can't tell you how the tree looked before, but with my experience, with that trunk being as cut as it is, that tree is pruned back like 75%. So that's a great part of the tree that's been cut.
Give me a moment, please, to explain to her.
Okay.
He said that he apologized, so moving forward, he knows there is a limit that he didn't know, and then knowing that every time that, okay, he has to do that, and then he did hire somebody like a landscaper to do the job. It wasn't something that he did on his own, so that was something that he did with the approval of the city, not knowing there was a limit. So he apologized for that, and moving forward, so that now we know that there is a limit.
Yes, any tree that you cut, there's a certain thing called pruning, and then there's a certain thing called just hacking. This tree is all hacked, so it's the life of the tree, which is great here in the state because we are lacking trees within our county, is of importance. So this is a fine. The fine is generally $1,000. That's noted there in the last paragraph of the citation here that's before me. However, due to the lack of knowledge, it's still going to be a $500 fee. But if you look down at the last paragraph at the end, it's failure to pay the citation penalty and correction of the violation. You can't correct this violation. There is no way to correct this violation. It just has to grow back now. That says there what the penalty and the fine will be is $1,000. I'm going to reduce the fine to $800 today. To be able to help out. So the fine for hacking a tree is $800, and this will include the $80, so I will waive the $80 administration fee.
The
Okay.
notice that he received states $500.
Say that again?
The notice that he received stated $500.
Can you read the last statement to me on the ticket? Go down to the very bottom, the last statement. If you will read that out loud.
This is very tiny.
It's the same print as the $500 you see. If you go all the way down to the bottom, what does that say?
Failure to pay civil penalty and correct violation or attend the scheduled special master hearing that are shown shall constitute an admission of violation. If the special master finds you in violation, you may be assessed the maximum civil penalty, $1,000 per day. The violation continues, plus administrative costs. Each day of continued violation after the time period for correction shall be deemed a continued violation subject to additional penalty with the same amount without the need for issuance or of additional civil violation notice.
There you go. So I'm going to reduce it to $800. I'm going to absorb the cost of administrative costs, and that's the fine, okay? All right. In case number CC-25-0015, let me repeat that. In case number CC-25-1, I'm having trouble today, right? In the case number CC-25-00115-TKT, that's $800 fine, waiver the $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Next case, item 19, under table cases, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 25040362, Lázaro Olano Daneris Olano.
The property was cited on 4/25/2025 for code section 6-36, failing to obtain a permit required by code for work done on the premises. What they did a terrace without a permit. A notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on 4/25/2025. Compliance was not made, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appeal was mailed regular and certified on 10/30/2025, with a posting date of 10/30/2025 as well. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on 4/25/2025 and 10/30/2025. The photos further and currently represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
They applied for the canopy permit 25080825. They applied on August 27, 2025. On 10/27/2025, zoning denied and sent an email to the email that they have on file.
Thank you. Can you please state your name and address for the record?
Lázaro Olano. My address is 2457 Southeast 29th Street, Homestead, Florida 33035.
All right. Can you tell me how we can help you become compliant?
So, I guess more time. I've been requesting time since April. I've gotten somebody to work on it. I've submitted the paperwork. The paperwork was submitted in August. So I stopped writing Ms. Valencia for extensions because I was under the impression that once the permit was requested, there was no longer any issue because you guys were aware in the city. It was denied on the 27th, and on the 30th, I received the notice to be here. So I guess more time. I'm just waiting for the work is done. It was my fault. It was done incorrectly, but I've submitted the paperwork. I'm waiting for the time. I don't know how long it takes in the city to get an answer because from August I got an answer in October. So I don't want to say give me 30 days and I have to come back. It's up to you guys, but I'm working on it.
Special Master, yes, he has been in contact with me.
Okay.
Yes, and the city, when they applied on 8/29/2025, it was under review, and it got back to him when they sent the email until October 27, 2025. So, yes, it was a...
Lengthy time, okay.
But yes, he has been working with me, and he's been in communication with me.
Does he know why it fell? I'm quite sure they put it in the documents.
Did you know why it fell?
So the last one for zoning says that there has to be a 6-foot setback. I don't know.
From your property line?
There's never been a pergola in all of Miami that has a 6-foot, a 6-foot setback from the fence to the pergola. I've been, in my same property, there's a bunch that either they've gotten code compliance or they should be under, like they should have been approved. They look pretty nice. They look like they came to the city, got all their paperwork, and it doesn't have a 6-foot setback, so that has me a little bit
Okay,
confused.
so I want to walk with you real quick, right, bro? All right. Looks can be deceiving, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You ever watched a movie where the lady pull a wig off, she pull a foot off, she looked real good while he was in the club.
Yeah,
But then when he
100%.
got her home, it was a whole total different thing, right?
I understand, but
Yeah,
6 feet from a fence and a
I understand what you're saying, but don't go by what everybody else doing, because everybody else will have you going somewhere you don't want to go.
I understand that wholeheartedly.
All right, so just
Lazaro,
follow your compliance.
may I suggest you to stop by Development Services right now. They're still open, so you can ask all the questions and they can tell you the reason why.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if you submit all the paperwork and it's correct, they will approve it. But there's something in there that is missing or something is not right.
Perfect.
So I would suggest you to, now that you're here in the building, just stop by.
Thank you.
Walk with your code compliance, so because your property may be different than everybody else's property.
I'm
So
gonna figure it out right now.
yeah, don't go about what you see. Go about what you can prove. All right, and that was my explanation to you right there. All
I
right?
appreciate it.
So today, this is number 23 on the list, right? 19. All right. I'm going to give you 45 days to come compliant, which means January the 5th of next year. That gives you plenty of time. Stay on top of your emails. Communication means everything. And it also will benefit you, if you can see here on today, all right? It's going to be an $80 administration fee for today. So in case number CE 250-40326, 45 days to come compliant, $80 administration fee. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Make sure you do just as she said. Go and check over there and see what is the requirement.
Next case, item number 4, under previously heard, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 2503-0060, Manuel Diaz, Paola Cuervo. Okay.
Can you repeat that case again, please?
Yes. CE 2503-0060, item number 4, under previously heard.
Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes.
One
Paola.
second, momentico.
Good afternoon, good day.
Y'all gonna have to give me a few minutes. We got new case numbers, and it's kind of hard for me to follow the new system. Number 4, right?
Item number 4, yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, let's proceed.
This is affidavit of non-compliance. It's for property address 2371 Southeast 27th Drive, and it's for code section 6-206 and 6-207, maintaining and erecting a fence without a permit. That violation is complied. 6-36, failure to obtaining a permit required by code for work done on the premises. And what they did, they extend the driveway without a permit. This case was heard on May 22nd of 2025, and they were given until 7/7/2025 to comply. Affidavit of non-compliance was sent regular, certified, and it was posted on 10/30 of 2025. I took the photographs on 3/10/2025, 3/12/2025, 4/15/2025, and 10/30/2025. The photos further can represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photo submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Like I stated before, the fence is, the violation is complied. And for the extended driveway, there is no permit on file.
So the fence is complied.
Correct.
Okay. Can you please state your name and address, please, for the record? I think we need a translator.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Su nombre y dirección, por favor, para que conste en actas y despacio, por favor.
Paola Albero Cuervo. La dirección es 2371 Drive, Homestead, Florida 33035.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Just momentos. Did they apply for the permit?
I don't see nothing of, there's nothing, not even applying.
Just for the fence?
For the fence, yes, they did, it's closed. But for the extended driveway, nothing. I don't know if they apply or not. That would be something I guess we'll have to ask.
All right. How
La
can we
señora
help?
Paola Díaz Cuervo, 2371 Southwest 27 Drive, Homestead 33035.
Okay. How can we
¿Cómo
help?
podemos ayudarla?
How can we help them become compliant?
Bueno, nosotros,
¿Cómo podemos ayudarla a que puedan cumplir con el requisito?
nosotros necesitamos tiempo porque no sabemos que teníamos que tener un permiso. Me dejaron varias notificaciones que no las recibí, solamente una y se me voló y la encontré abajo hasta del carro, que fue la que me di cuenta. Sometimos el permiso el 5 de noviembre y no hemos recibido todavía respuesta aún, entonces realmente no sabemos qué tenemos que hacer.
We were unaware of what it is that we had to do. We put in a new document for permission to comply for the extended driveway on the 5th of November, so we need to know what it is that we need to do to follow up with all this and comply.
Can you tell them that we have no record of them applying for any application for the driveway?
No tenemos ningún récord de ninguna solicitud que hayan hecho para lo que es la entrada de carros extendida.
When did they?
No tenemos constancia que hicieron la solicitud. ¿Cuándo es que presentaron esa solicitud?
Did they the fence? When was the fence application complied?
It was.
¿Cuándo es que cumplieron con lo de la cerca?
I don't need a translator for that one. Just give me 1 second. They passed on 6/10 of 2025. That was the final.
El 10 de junio del 25 fue la última.
When ask them, did they put an application in for the driveway? Because the fence is clear. It's just the driveway that we're focused on.
Pudieron hacer una solicitud para lo que es la entrada de carros, esa extensión, porque la cerca ya está cumplida. ¿Cuándo hicieron eso?
No, no es la cerca, sino es el driveway, tengo entendido. La cerca tiene el permiso, sino es el driveway que no solicitamos no habíamos pedido el permiso. Y lo hicimos ahora en noviembre 5, que se sometió el permiso.
The fence, I know, is approved, but we did put in an application on the 5th of November for the extended driveway.
Can you ask them how they got anything from the city after they apply?
¿Han recibido algo por parte de la ciudad después que hicieron la solicitud para lo de la extensión de la entrada de carros?
So maybe that would be something that we have to stop in development services.
Okay.
Puede ser que tengamos que averiguar todo eso.
Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them 30 days to be compliant.
Lo que voy a hacer hoy día, le voy a dar 30 días para que cumplan con el requisito.
They need to stop over by development services, so they can
Tienen
be
que
able
pasar por lo que es servicio de desarrollo para que puedan
to get a clear understanding of where they're at with their application.
Para que puedan entender claramente y actualizar en cuál punto están con ellos con la solicitud.
Okay.
Gracias.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make a ruling.
I'm sorry.
Go
This
ahead.
is affidavit of non-compliance.
Oh. Whoa. All right.
Tengo que dar un dictamen de una declaración jurada que no han cumplido con este requisito.
Because it's an affidavit of non-compliance, I'm going
debido a que
to,
esto es una declaración jurada que no han cumplido.
I'm going to redo this. It's going to be 10 days to come compliant.
Va a ser 10 días para cumplir con el requisito.
Disculpa, no estamos entendiendo, o sea, la gravedad del asunto, tanto como el permiso como la aplicación que estoy pidiendo.
We're not understanding the severity of this matter.
The severity of this matter is you extended a driveway without having a permit. One, that's a violation. You
En primer lugar, la infracción es que hicieron extensión de lo que es la entrada por carros, de los carros, porque no pueden hacer eso sin un permiso.
So all of this work that he's done is no permits being pulled until now, which permits are supposed to be pulled before you start projects.
Los permisos hay que conseguir el visto bueno antes de comenzar cualquier proyecto.
To be able to be compliant with the city of Homestead.
Para poder cumplir con requisitos con la ciudad de Homestead.
Number two is the length of time that you're not communicating with the city so that you can become compliant.
Número dos es el tiempo que ha pasado en cuanto a cumplir con la ciudad y comunicarse con la ciudad para llegar a estar cumplimiento de lo que hay que hacer.
And so that's the issue that we're having.
Ese es el tema que estamos ahora tratando.
Do we understand that?
¿Entienden ahorita?
Sí.
All right.
Oh, yes. We need a permit for the driveway.
Yeah.
We need a permit for the driveway.
You need a permit. Yes, he does need a permit for the driveway. And
Se necesita un permiso para la entrada de carros.
All right. And the reason why I have to back up is because this is an affidavit of non-compliance, meaning it's going on for an extended amount of time.
La razón por la cual tengo que rebobinar la película es porque esto es una declaración jurada por un tiempo extensivo, un tiempo importante que no han cumplido con el requisito.
The same case is found violated at the first hearing, and it's violated. The violation has not been corrected, which means that the first time he came in, he was noted that he needed a permit, and even though he pulled a permit for the fence, they didn't pull the permit for the driveway.
La primera audiencia que ustedes tuvieron, sí hicieron lo del permiso para la cerca, pero no hicieron el permiso para lo que es la entrada de carros.
All right, so there's two different permits.
Así que hay dos permisos diferentes.
And I'm going to be a little lenient because I can understand the miscommunication, but there's still a fine.
Voy a tener un poco de compasión en cuanto a este tema, pero porque sí entiendo que no estaban totalmente comunicando, entendiendo lo que había que hacer, pero aún tienen lo que es, sí les van a tener una multa por todo esto.
So today I'm going to give him 30 days to come compliance.
Hoy día le voy a dar 30 días para cumplir con requisito.
It's a $250 fine for affidavit of non-compliance.
Es $250 por no cumplir con el requisito y la orden.
And there's an $80 administration fee for today coming to the hearing.
Y hay $80 de un costo administrativo al día de hoy por venir a esta audiencia.
And every day after January 5th, there will be a daily fine.
Y todos los días que pasen después del 5 de enero va a haber una multa a diario.
The daily fine will be $50 a day.
La multa a diario va a ser $50 al día.
Does he understand that?
¿Ya entendió cómo es la cosa?
All right. I'm ready to make the judgment in this case.
Estoy listo para tomar la decisión y dictaminar esto.
Judgment in this case is CE 250-30060. It's going to be a 30-day to come compliance, $80 administration fee, $250 for the fine of being an affidavit of non-compliance. The date that it will expire is January the 5th. Each day after January the 5th will be $50 a day until they come to compliance. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Así que en cuanto a la orden 25030060, hoy día hay un costo administrativo de $80. La multa es de 250 y tendrá 30 días para cumplir con requisitos en cuanto a la entrada de carros. Y después del 5 de enero, la multa diaria va a ser $50 al día si no han cumplido. ¿Les quedó claro? Espero.
Next case, item 16, under tabled cases, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 23090004, Joe Louis Hankerson.
Special Master, the property was cited on September 1st, 2023 for Code Section Violation 6-36, sheds without a permit, 94-1-12 and 94-4-29, failure to apply for storage container special use permit. A notice of violation was mailed regular certified mail and posted on September 1st, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. A summons to appear was mailed certified mail and posted on November 20, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on September 1st, 2023 and November 6, 2025. Special Master, please accept the photo submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Can you please state your name and address for the record, please?
Joel Hankerson, 535 Southwest 8th Avenue, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
All right. Can you go ahead and state your case, sir?
I've been through this a few years back. I see you got a 2023 date on there. And when they came to me pertaining to this, they said you have a cemented tent there, and in order for it to be there, you got to have a permit. Come to find out, I said it's not cemented. It's a Home Depot tent, and it's not cemented in the ground. Once they looked and said it wasn't cemented in the ground, they said, okay, you good. They talked to me, and they looked. They thought it was cemented in the ground. And the shed's been there for years, and all of that stuff was documented years ago before the hurricane, when they had the supervisor of permits, Miss Betsy. I called down there and said, what is going on with the property? And they said, what you need, I got with the code enforcement officer who's in charge at that time, the supervisor. And they said they want you to show your property line and where the sheds are sitting at. This was, I was told, due to the fact that it wasn't cemented, it was good. So I didn't bother with that. But the city did not have a copy of my property line or a survey of the property. And they told me give them 2 weeks, and they're looking at archives for the records. And when they looked in archives after 2 years, they said, we got no record of any of your stuff. They said after the hurricane, we had some glitches and this and that. But the inspector at that time, he remembered when my dad did all of that stuff. I said, well, it's not my fault that, you guys don't have it. I said, well, when are you going to come out and do a survey of the property? Because they wanted to make sure that my property line the shed wasn't over the property line in the back. They said, no, you got to provide the survey. I said, wow. So I went and paid $800 for a survey company to come out and survey the property. And I called compliance, permits, and they said, you need to submit that. So I went to the code office. I said, listen, I got this stuff, what I need to do, go take it to compliance. I took it to the permit office, paid the lady in the little booth thing around there. and submitted all of that. They said, that's all you need to do. And she checked it out. I think her name was Miss Betsy at the time. They checked it out and said, you're good. That's all we need. I said, okay. I said, what about the other stuff? How you going to find my records for my the sheds and everything? They said, well, that's something we deal with in another time because we know that stuff was there. You and a few of the homestead residents fall in the same boat. I'm the longest living resident there. You know, been there since 1961. Oldest from 4th Street all the way down to Rutland Road. I'm the longest living resident there. I try to stay in compliance with everything. I'm in a hardship situation right now, and it leads to certain limitations that I do have. Because when my wife, who's home with epilepsy, she can't get around, and I've been trying to make it home. I gotta take everything when I get home. I'm late now, and she's going through it. But when the camera comes on, she can see out front. You can pass by all day, but when you stay there for a few seconds or a minute, the camera alerts her. And when she sees a police car right there, she goes into panic mode, which I don't like. It takes me 3 or 4 days just to bring her back down to earth. What are they doing? Why are the police here? What's going on? I can't take this. You know, I had to let her know. I said, I think that was code doing that. You know, and she's going through it. So I finally got her settled down. Now I had to tell her I was coming here today. That's why I'd be late getting home. Another fire has started. Now she's going through emotional distress again. You know, and I got to go home and calm her down and sit with her and get her back leveled a little bit. But when Val Hughley was here, she lived behind me, Officer Val. We started the first crime watch in the area. And I'm the only one left now still doing the crime watch in the area. And I just, like I said, I try to do what they tell me to do. I give them what they ask me to give them. And they asked me to move a van, the church van, in the yard. The church van was working, just been sitting there because they didn't want it at the church. It's been there for years. They used to drive it to pick up kids and park it back there. And due to the fact they got the new one, you know, they tuned it up and let it sit there. Had a few rust spots, but it was running. I moved that. Then the truck, my cousin had a truck there, was his retirement project when he retired from the corrections. I moved that. I complied. And the officer was nice, told me I can park this way on the sidewalk, but I do that because in an emergency, I can get my wife out, you know, to get in the truck. And that was it, but like I said, I'm limited to so many things, you know, and it's hard on me right now. You know, I go to work, I come home. I haven't been to a family function in 4 years. Because I come home, I go to work, I go to church, preach, come back home, and that's it. You know, I don't have time. I got to take care of wife. You know, but when I see stuff like this coming at me, and I do my best to comply with it years ago, and then here it comes back years later, the same thing that I dealt with years back. You know, they even asked the company to send them a copy of the dimensions of the shed and all of that. So that's all they needed. I got the survey. I submitted all of that stuff. Even when I called the young lady the other day in our permit, she's still thinking that I submitted something to be approved. No. I submitted what they told me because they said they lost it. They didn't have it. They said they needed it for their records and their files. Mr. Hankson, you give us this, you're good. I called back to code. And as a matter of fact, I went down to code and said, am I good? Is everything satisfied? Mr. Hankson, you good. They say they got everything they need. You good, everything good. You met the requirements, fine. I left it alone. Now here's the same thing coming back saying, oh, they didn't close it. I have nothing to do with whether they closed it or not. I'm going by what I was told by the head of code, you know, and what compliance told me, permits, you know. And like I said, my hardship and stuff, I got to deal with my wife. I don't have time to keep dealing with this over and over again and getting her upset, you know. But, you know, I just try to do what I'm called to do.
I do understand, Mr. Hankerson. I'm going to try my very best to explain this, and me being a citizen of Homestead as well. I hear your frustration. I'm understanding your hardship. Whenever we buy properties, I myself or anybody within the city of Homestead, there are requirements for us to be able to take steps to know that what's ours. And I'm going to do my very best to kind of explain when you say, you know, you submitted these things a long time ago and they said you were good. Back in the days, we went by word of mouth. We are in a new day and time. We know this, right? Even myself, the properties that was owned, and I've only been here 15 years. You've been here way longer than I've been in the city, all right? I commend you on the works that you've done within our cities. Thank you. However, with data that comes in now, things transition, things change, systems change. Even when we buy new cell phones, all of our numbers that we buy, we put in our old cell phones, it sometimes don't change over, you know, and I can't bash you, can't bash the city, but things happen. And so it is our responsibility to keep on top of our ownership of what we have, because even now when I look at elderly people who are getting their homes just ripped out of their hands because people are coming in and taking what is not theirs, because our elderly are not on top of keeping track of what is theirs like they used to be. And it's sad, because when I was raised up, if a man shook your hand and looked in your eyes, that was the bond. But sad to say, today's time is we have to get everything in writing. I don't care if it's my mama who told me she was giving me a piece of property. Write it down. Can I get a witness? And so it is our duty to make sure that we maintain on top of what is ours rightfully, and to be able, the city can only keep so much, but it is our responsibility to be on top of. For instance, it is important for us to review our wills. We don't want to, but everything we obtain in the next 5 to 10 years, we got to make sure we put it in there, because I don't know how many kids you got. They'll fight over, if you got one like me, your sister or your brother will fight that one for something that ain't theirs. Amen? But if we put it in writing and we keep on top of it, then nobody can say, well, I don't know where it's at. But no, it was in writing. The city said it, here it is in writing. So my advice to you is, as we get ready to get you back into where you need to be at, let's make sure you keep up with those documents, so when this occurs again, because I'm going to tell you, it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to occur again, whether it's going to be the city or the county. Somebody's going to try to come at you one way or another. But this time you can say, no, it might not be in your archives, but here's the paperwork that says I'm due. All right? That's my advice to you.
Special Master?
Yes.
I'm sorry, if I may, over here.
Yes.
So I did contact the permitting department so that they can check in the older system anything prior to 2006. They didn't find anything on file. So now that you said you have the survey, I just suggest you go over the permitting. It's in the same building. I can walk you over after, just to get that process started so that they can have all that paperwork in there and get the application going. Once that's approved, no one will ever question about the shed permit. But do you have a permit number when they told you it was all done? Got it. So without a number, a permit number, there's nothing for us to.
But due to the fact, the people who was there at the time, they remember.
Yeah.
The homestead was, everybody knew somebody.
The bailiff.
Knew, but they didn't have no record. They said they lost it. It's not.
Yeah, as of recently or as of today, when I checked with the address or the folio, there is nothing on file.
I told that years ago.
Got it.
So as I stated, can we help you start the process so you don't have to worry about this again? And as though it has been stated, once the process is started, keep those numbers, keep those files. It's going to be in your email, so you'll have those documents to be with you forever. Even if our system or the county or the city systems glitches, you still have that process to say X, Y, Z. And I know in your case, like I was saying, it's a special case. You've been here many, many years. You've seen the city change many different times. You've seen our administration go through many different ways and processes and whatever it is that we've done to be where we're at. This is why our city's unique. we're different than Cutler Bay. We're different than Florida City. We're different because you've seen the changes. And so with those changes, let's help you to come compliant so you don't have to go through this change again, all right? As I stated, the people that you see in office today may not be in office tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're right? And so let us make sure you have the backing that you need as being a good citizen of the city of Homestead, and you love your community. Let's get you squared away so no one else can say you are in violation.
And the code officer did that years ago when they noticed that it wasn't cemented in the ground. They said, we thought it was cement. I said, no, they looked, it's just sitting on code.
Well, just to clarify, Mr. Hankerson, so these are the incorrect pictures for this case?
I have the correct pictures up here.
Because this case is talking solely about the sheds and the container. I gave the special master those pictures.
Okay.
So the permit that you need to get will be for the sheds on your property.
All over again for permits again?
I'm sorry?
I have to pay all over again for permits?
Well, you have to start the process because there's nothing in the system that says that on the property.
Yes. Just for some clarification purposes, this is 2 code violations, correct, for the shed and then 1 for the 94 ordinance?
The 94, give me 1 second. The 94 will be for a shipping container on the property.
Okay, so for the 94 ordinance, I do advise the special master to continue that until we kind of figure out some of the details as it relates to that particular ordinance and some of the code sections.
Yeah, because I looked that up, but there's nothing stated about that.
So I really want to table this whole thing until he starts the process, give him an extended date to start the process so he can get some clarification on being able to get himself together.
Yes, of course, and then that is up to your discretion.
Okay.
I was just speaking towards the second violation, but it is up to the special master's discretion how to move forward.
So what I'm going to do today, Mr. Henderson, is I'm going to give you an extension. I'm going to give you 45 days so you can start the process and work with your code enforcer so we can get all of this stuff.
So what?
Let me make my ruling so we can get you squared away. I wanna be able to. I can't table it because I'm giving them an extension. So I'm going to give you until January the 25th to start the process. And what that means is go ahead and get with Development Services, submit the documents that they're requiring, which will probably be the property survey, and start the process. Keep up with all of these documents so that you can be able to have a trail. You know, no longer, as I stated before, is it going to be, well, you know, Mr. Stiles said, I might not be here tomorrow. You know, you might not be seeing me anymore, just to say it. So my name ain't gonna be no good anymore. All right, and my name might not be good today. So I'm just being honest with you. But start the process and keep a paper trail.
Okay.
That's so if someone says no, XYZ, no, well, this is what it was, this is what it says. And so we can be able to keep your documents in, we can keep your documents in line with what is being concurrent, all right? So start the process.
Right.
You're gonna have 45 days from today, which will be January the 5th, according to my calendar here, from the 20th to January the 5th, gives you 45 days. That's simply going over to Development Services, starting the process, submitting what the requirement documents that they're asking for, and then we go from there, okay? That's so we can get you in the system again, all right? As I stated, systems are not perfect. Sometimes someone may file something and you can't find it, but let us get back into a good standard, all right? Because of hardship, I'm going to waiver the administration fee today. I'm going to give you 45 days to come compliant or to start the process and get with your code enforcer, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and make the ruling for, and this is 2 ordinances, not 1.
Yes, can the code enforcement officer clarify? It's 2 ordinance violations, correct?
Correct, yes. It was the permit for the sheds and 1 for a shipping container.
Okay.
But I looked
But when-
up that, I looked up that for the container, didn't see anything.
When he goes over to development services, they can walk him through these steps. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make the ruling so you can go ahead and get started, Ms. Angel. I'm sorry about your hardship again.
Yes.
And so here we are, CE 230900004, 45 days compliance, which would be January the 5th is the expired date. I'm waiving the $80 due to hardship. And you go ahead and get that started, Mr. Anderson, and have a great day.
All right, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
On this 940112, 9404-29, I looked it up. It doesn't pertain to the container.
So when you go over to development services, they're going to walk you through all of those ordinances.
Okay.
And then you
Okay.
can know how to be
Okay.
able to proceed from there. All right? Make sure you see the clerk at the end, and then that'll be it for today.
I appreciate
All
it.
right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, item number 1, under previously heard, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 23060028, Lazir Z. Diaz, Iraida D. Roque.
This is an affidavit of noncompliance. This was a complaint. It's for property address 804 Northwest 9th Court. For code section 6-36, failing to obtain a permit required by code for work done on premises. New windows and doors by the garage on the right side of the house. Driveway extension, accordion shutters, patio cover. Two garage doors have been replaced with standard door size and windows with no permits. This case was heard on 9/7 of 2023, and they were given until 12/7/2023 to comply. Affidavit of noncompliance was posted, was mailed, was posted on 10/28 of 2025. I took the photographs on 6/9/2023, 8/22/2023. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
They have a permit. They applied for a permit 23-0 back in 2023, 2305-0253 to replace 9 windows, 1 door with impact in an existing opening. On 6/08 of 2023, the permit department denied that.
Can you state your name and address for the record, sir?
Yeah, my name is Jonathan Santiago, and I'm here on behalf of Lazir Zamora Diaz.
Do you have a
Power of attorney?
power of attorney?
Yes, I do.
Please give it to the attorney. Mhm.
Sounds good. You may move forward.
All right. Can you go ahead and state the name and address of the resident, please? Again?
La Cien Zamora Diaz, and the address is 804 Northwest 9th Court, Homestead, Florida 33030.
Can you state your address and your name?
My name is Jonathan Santiago, and my address is 7915 Southwest 86th Street, Miami, Florida 33143.
All right, let's proceed. Let's see how can we be able to get you to come compliance.
So I'm just here to request a 90-day compliance, if possible, to submit all the proper documents for this case.
I'm going to deny 90 days due to the fact that this has been since 2023. We're talking about going on 3 years now.
Right, when the first hearing, they gave them 90 days, back in 2023.
All right, so that's denied, okay? What is the reason why we're not becoming compliant 3 years going?
To be honest, I don't have all the details. I work for a permit runner, and they were trying to request a 90-day compliance to submit all the proper documents. But if the 90 days is denied, is there any way we can have some time?
My question is, if they haven't submitted permits in 3 years, what make me think they're going to submit permits in 90 days?
That's a very good question.
That's where I'm at right now, right? And so that's why I'm denying it. However, this is an affidavit of non-compliance, all right? I'm not extending anything because this is just far too long. As of now, you're going to start incurring a daily fine, all right? And a fine. And so maybe that will motivate them to start now doing whatever it is required. So in this case, I'm going to fine $1,000. And that's very lenient because I could charge a fine $1,000 per violation. So you imagine you have a slew of violations here. So I'm going to do a violation of $1,000 today. And I'm going to give you 7 days. I'm going to give you 7 days. I'm going to be a little bit lenient. 7 days, which gives you until November the 28th before the daily violation starts. The daily violation would be $150 a day until they come compliance, starting the 28th. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this case out. Case number CE 230060028, $1,000 fine for today, 7 days to come compliance, $150 a day after starting on the 28th, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Next case, item 21, under table cases, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0155. MSB Homestead, Inc.
The property was cited on September 29, 2025, for code section violation 30-403, storing materials for your business outside of or above the enclosing walls or roof of your business. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on October 2nd, 2025, with posting on October 5th, 2025. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs on August 10th and September 29, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accept it. I want to run all of these together. There's there's 3 violations in here for this company,
Yes, sir.
and I want to run them all together.
Want me to call them up?
Call them all out, please.
The second violation, it's under item 27. Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25080308, Brian Andrew Filipovic, and Barbara.
We're gonna call that number 2.
Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25080309, MSC Homestead LLC.
So we're going to be here for all 3 of them, so I don't have to have you to go back and take a seat. So we're going to focus on number 1 as of right now. Can you go ahead and state your name and address for the records, please?
Milan Filipovic,
All right.
20429 Southwest 328th Street.
All right. Go ahead and state what we can do to get you compliant.
I'm here with Christine, and I gave her to speak on my behalf.
All right. Go ahead, Ms. Christine.
Hello. I only got 2 of the numbers, 308 and 309. What was the third one? You said 3?
Yes, number 3 is 28. You got 208 and 209, you say?
308 and 309?
308 and 309, and the case that we're called up right now is case number CE 250600155.
Oh, okay, sorry. Brian is here also?
All right, we're going to run all y'all together. All right?
Did you want him to say his name?
Yes, come to the table. Well, no, let's wait till we get through with this one, and then I'll call him up for number 2.
Okay.
All right, how can we help you become compliant?
So it looks like 11:55, I'm just, the last 4 that we're here today for. I think they were originally scheduled or supposed to be scheduled for the October 23rd hearing, but we ended up getting a notice, a summons to appear for today.
I was here on the 23rd. You seen me on the 23rd.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did. And I think that, I hope you agree with me, that most of this has been argued and we talked about it and we went through it extensively about working outside of our permit and storing and the definition of parking and all of those things. So these pictures here that the city is using for this particular case, 1155, was also used for 306, which was adjudicated, and we've paid the fine and so forth. So I just want to make sure that it's not a double fine, double issue. We do have 2 brothers here that have adjacent properties. Brian, I don't think has ever been before you for this issue. But we just want to try to do our best to come into compliance, which I believe we have since we've been here October 23rd. We've had no further issue. And we've been steadily working together, obviously as a family, to get past this. But we just want to make sure that the fines are not so much that it's impeding our process as far as our pockets go to fix whatever needs to be fixed. And I think also that 308 and 309, although I don't have them in front of me right at this moment, I was kind of called in at the last minute to speak. Again, I think most of this was argued. We took a lot of time on the 23rd. Brian's, his 308 is also, I think, a lot of working outside of the business receipt and storage and so forth. So we just ask that Your Honor be a little bit lenient with our family today. Tell us whatever fines we need to pay. We have satisfied the October 23rd. And we are working,
All right, so
I want to say with Mr. Janor.
to refresh my memory, this fine that is before me today, or this violation that's before me today, has nothing to do with the other ones, because I remember
Yeah, 1155 is very similar to the case, or excuse me, yeah, 1155, to 306, which we argued on the 23rd.
You a paralegal attorney or what are you?
No, I am not an attorney.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you this understanding. In cases that we review or I look at, I take them to the same magnitude as the law. If you are DUI, that ain't got nothing to do with you reckless driving, but you're driving under the influence. So that's two different violations, all right? So similarity cannot be played with when it comes down to making a decision, all right?
I think I meant just what we argued on the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
storing, they're both repeatedly
this is dealing with a piece of equipment that's outside of its place. If you look, the notice is on the equipment. Equipment must be inside of its operations, all right? So this is what I'm dealing with today. I already know how argumentative you can become, so I'm just going to head it off before we start it, all right? So I'm dealing with this piece of equipment that's on the outside of the business. That's what I'm dealing with right now. That piece of equipment should have been inside of the operation of the business, not outside of the business. If it was just, it's parked, so it's been there for a minute. So this is what we're dealing with today, all right, right now on this number one. So I'm going to go ahead and help get that out of the way. And then we will work on number 3, which is also his as well, about the destroying of the swells on. I think the last time we discussed about the wastewater being outside of the business. So with that one, and let me make sure that I'm clear for the record. I'm clear for the record. This is dealing with the parking of equipment outside of the practice of business.
That is correct.
All right.
It might be helpful for the code enforcement officer to just cite out the sections for each of the case that are in violation, so we could just be clear for the record.
And then just for the record, I want it to be clear so we can paint this picture real good. So can we do that? All right?
It's
oh,
me.
I'm sorry. I'm all over the place today.
No, it's okay. So for this case, which is the CE 25060155, this is for storing the materials outside. Well, because we're not talking about the other cases right now.
That's right.
Can we have the ordinance number?
Ordinance number?
30-403.
Thank you.
All right.
And then, so we're, okay.
Go ahead.
I think that's what I was trying to get at. So, and I understand we're here for 1155 storing the ordinance 3403, repeatedly storing business materials outside, storing materials outside of our, over the top of the walls. Okay, but what I was trying to get at, even though I understand similarity and verbiage, 306, case number 306, which we argued on 1023, was storing materials outside of enclosing walls. Although the two different ordinances, it looks like they have different language, I think it might be the same. So I just don't, if it's not the same,
so
then which is it? You know,
as
I
I
just don't wanna
stated
be
just a
double.
minute ago, this dealing with the machinery. The last case that we dealt with was dealing with the cars that was placed on the swell of the city being delivered. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, the evidence that is coming before you for
That is correct.
1155, although she did post it on machinery, I understand what you're saying, clearly.
We have two different things. We have the Amazon man dumping this stuff on the swell, and then the Amazon man parking illegally with his vehicle. These are two different things. You're littering and you park. So in this case, we're littering because we have merchandise that is parked on the swell of a piece of property that is not considered theirs, and 2, it's illegal parking from the machinery that is utilized to move that. Okay? So no, we're not double fining. The fines are two different fines. If I'm walking correctly, legal,
Yes, there are different sections of the code, and I understand what you're saying. There are different nuances, but there are different sections of the code. But as it relates right now, we are focusing on section 30-403, and then when we get to the other code violations, we can address them accordingly. But I would advise that we remain on the particular case that we're talking about.
So I am on the particular case, and I agree with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing on the ordinance 3-403. What I am saying is October 23rd, we did have the same argument. I just don't want to pay an additional fine. Although you're saying equipment and cars, I think it was all in one, but the
No.
evidence today is cars on 1155.
If I may, I'm
don't
sorry.
see equipment, nor do I see language that is outside of, that says equipment or cars. It's just storing materials or business or operating business. So I don't know how to differentiate between equipment, cars, parking, storing with this ordinance and 16-36.
Magistrate, if I may.
yes.
I think that's
So-
where the confusion is.
The case that was heard on October 23rd was CE 25080306, was for MSB Homestead Inc., and that involved conducting business outside of the scope of the approved business permit, okay? The case that we are hearing today, which is CE 25060155 for the same property owner. This one involved storing materials outside of the requiring enclosure. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you again, but what is written on our notice of violation is storing or processing materials outside of enclosed walls, 1636. And now this one, for this case, 1155, which is ordinance 30-403, repeatedly storing business materials outside of premises. So that's why I'm saying those two notices, one's a summons, one is, yeah, they're both summons, say the same thing by the officer. So I'm just trying to figure out, I just don't want to be penalized twice.
Even if you're still storing materials outside of the enclosure wall, you are conducting business outside of your approved permit.
Again, I'm not disagreeing with
And
you. I'm just saying it was asked and we talked about it, we argued about it, we paid a fine already. So I just don't want to have it twice for the same property, same lot number, and obviously the same language that's here by the officer.
If I may provide some clarification, the notices that you receive should include the code section, and that code section will provide you with the legal notice for you to now go and look at the code section to find out what the violation is. As it relates to the notice that the code enforcement officers give you, they usually give a tidbit or a snapshot of a description of that code. But it is up to that particular property owner to now go and locate the section and read it and be informed of what it says. So although the descriptions might be similar, the code sections are different for the different citations. So I'm not sure if you had an opportunity to read it before coming to this hearing, but yes.
So 1636 is operating outside of the scope of approved BR business permit, conducting business activities outside of that permit. So that permit's the four corners of that permit obviously is storing materials within your walls.
To reiterate, we're talking about case CE 25060155,
I understand
which
that.
is not the ordinance that you're reading right now.
You're correct. I'm trying to explain that October 23rd is
We're not
for
talking about
this
October
particular property,
23rd right
we
now.
already paid the fine.
We're not
But
talking
it's
about
very
October
similar
20
to that ordinance
Okay.
30-403.
But right
you're
now, we're
asking
speaking about the case ending in 60155,
I
which is
understand
citing chapter 30-403 as mentioned.
Well, then I'll do it in the reverse. So this
So
case,
I'm gonna say it like this.
1155
I've already made the ruling October. I'm in November. That ruling that I made in October was focused clearly on that ordinance that was in October.
I
So
understand.
no matter how you try to go back to say, this is a different ordinance, this is a different citation, it is not the same because ordinances have this is two different ordinances. All right? So you're not getting fined twice. There's two different ordinances here. One is operating your business. Two, now you have the violation that I'm focused on, which is today.
So today's, just like you said, the ordinance is 30-403. Storing materials of your business outside or over the top of your enclosing walls. All I'm saying is that the October 23rd hearing, which we were fined, is working outside of our BR. So again, working outside of our business permit is inclusive of storing materials outside. It was all at the same that we paid the fine on. Although there are
One
two different
violation
ordinances,
is for your
they do
license,
match.
one violation is for the activity that's taking place.
I could, the license
One
is the
violation is
activity.
for the license, which was already heard on October, and one violation is for the activity that's taking place, the storage.
So
Okay.
operating outside of the scope of our approved business permit
Which was heard
is
in
not
October.
activity?
That is October. It's your business license. It's a licensing
Yeah.
violation.
That's
This
what
is
we-
for the activity.
I understand that. It's okay. I mean, I'm just
Counsel,
trying to make a
is that
point
clear?
that we just
That
don't
is
want to be
cl-
penalized twice.
That is clear because as it relates to storage, there are specific instances where a business can get permission from the city to store, right? So the unlawful storage and operating outside of your business license, there are two completely different ordinances because there are specific situations where a business can possibly get authorization from the city to store something outside of their business. So that is why we kind of treat them differently and why they're separate sections of the code, because storing and operating under your business license is two completely different facts.
One more thing, sir, that I would like to, and I think I brought this up before with you. This case, 1155, was closed back in September and was reopened.
Administratively,
On
we mentioned
September
this.
24th.
Administratively, we mentioned it was closed in error and was reopened.
Yes, and we talked about that, and I understood.
Yes.
But it just, again, I wanted to say that we were compliant. We did not have a new, which I know you don't have to give me a new notice of violation, but during that time frame, we were inspected again, and then you reopened it. So 5 cases were closed as compliant. I just don't want to be stung too hard, because at the time we were compliant, somebody closed it compliant, and then you reopened it. I just wanted to point that out. But
Do you have
thank
anything else before I make a judgment?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And number 1, case number CE 250600155. I'm going to fine you $1,000, $80 administration fee. That's number 1. Can we move to number 3 now?
Which one is number 309 or 308?
This one here is for case number CE 250600155
Yes.
for ordinance 30-403.
This is the case that we just read.
Okay?
Yeah.
If we will, let us move to case number CE 25080309.
The property was cited on August 19, 2025 for code section violation 16-36, operating outside the scope of the approved business permit, conducting business activities outside the authorized permit, including storing or processing materials outside of the enclosing walls of the business. 19-1, 19-6, which is a public nuisance, engaging in actions that contribute to the deterioration of the streets, swells, and the public right-of-way. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on October 5th, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on August 19, September 19, and October 5th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Waiting on photos.
was he talking about? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
This is 309.
Oh, that's the machine.
Special Master, I'm here. Hi. I also want to clarify that by the time of the reinspection, the property was in compliance with Code Section 16-36, but the city is requesting an adjudication and a one-time fine for the violation. In addition, for 19-1, 19-6, the city requests that the respondent be ordered to repair and maintain the deterioration of the streets or the swells or the public right-of-way.
I honor that.
If I may, what date
So
was it
to give you
found?
clarification, ma'am, to give you clarification, this specific case that we're hearing for right now, the specific violation is for the deteriorating conditions that are being caused by the business activity along the public right-of-way, which includes the swale and the streets, okay? Just so we're clear.
So that's what I was asking. So
I was gonna-
1636 was found in compliance. I was just asking which day it was found in compliance.
Okay, allow me 1 second.
Yeah.
The case we heard on October was for the business license. The case we just heard now previously is for the outdoor storage, and this specific case right now is for the deteriorating conditions of the surrounding public right-of-way because of the business activity, okay? Do we kind of understand the separation of those three violations?
Yes, so
Okay.
our
So this
summons to
specific-
appear for this case has two, 1636 and 19-1 and
So
19-6.
this specific one is for 19-1 and 19-6, the public
That's
nuisance.
fine. I just wanted to ask the date of compliance on 1636 for this case number.
I'll defer to
Which
the
she said
officer.
she complied. I just wanted to write that down.
I'll defer to the officer and I'll let her repeat that. Can you please advise the compliance date? Thank you.
You have my folder?
There's the email.
I have it, yes, I'm sorry, here. It would probably be in the best interest to allow them to see these photos.
I'm sorry, so what was I'm just talking to him, what was the compliance date for 1636?
She just mentioned that she's getting her folder back so she could
Oh,
read it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
I do believe that it is a responsibility of the business to actually repair or replace what the damages have occurred due to your business. It is right and it is only fair that you at least repair or give the opportunity for repair for you to replace and repair the swells.
I just wanted a minute, the officer wanted the pictures back. I just wanted a
Yes.
minute to look at them.
She needs
When
her
she's
vote.
finished.
Let her give her a few minutes. I'm just giving you the reason why I'm going to make this ruling. Even though you did come compliance 16-36, there still is work that needs to be replaced or repaired. The area of the swells need to be replaced. And I do think that's
I'm just
more than
reading
right.
I'm listening to you, sir. I just wanted to read the violation because allowing or maintaining a condition upon your property that constitutes a public nuisance. You're talking about the city property.
But you tore up, the business tore up what was already in conditions before they got there. So that's like me coming to your house and kicking your door in. I should be the one to replace your door.
I would say that would be true because
Okay.
that would have happened right then and there. But
Yeah, but this
road-
happened over a period of time. And the business is supposed to take some responsibility over what they have torn up.
I don't disagree with you.
Well, that's why
two
I'm making a
things-
decision on today. You just said you don't disagree with me. I'm making that decision today
I
based on
wanted to have a
19-1 and
moment.
19-6.
Can I have a moment?
Okay? All right,
This
go
or-
ahead.
This ordinance is specific to our property, not yours. And how can we do anything to the city's property? How can I can't go on your property and repair anything without you. How would we even go about it? We can't get permits for your property. It's your infrastructure. This would be more of a civil than a code matter. And the reason why is
A
because,
code matter
again,
is
the
a civil
ordinance that
matter.
you're citing is very specific, that it's causing a nuisance upon our property. We don't own that property. We're not saying that we don't want to help, fix, do whatever it is that Your Honor asks us to do. But just simply, we can't do anything to your property. If you want us to go throw cement down, throw tar down, throw tarmac down, do whatever, we can't do it. We can't pull a permit.
Yes, you can.
We cannot work on your property.
You can obtain a permit to
Not for your
restore.
property.
You can obtain a permit to restore the swell conditions of the adjacent property to your property.
But that's our property, the adjacent to the swale. The swale is yours.
It is
We cannot
It is your responsibility to maintain the swale and get repair.
maintain. This
Okay,
is
so
very different. And
Okay, let me explain something. You're just sitting here through my whole cases, right? Did you not hear me say just a little while ago, a man cut down trees on our swells, on the city's swells? He cut down trees. He got permission to prune the trees, not cut the trees. So I want to stop you there to say you can't get permission. You can get permission because it is the right-of-way of the city. 2, to be able to do work, this is a civil. Yes. So it is a civil matter as well.
I agree.
All right? So these two things and the decision that's being made is for you to replace what was damaged.
How could we know that, sir? How could we, all these years, decades, centuries, how could we know that?
For all these
And
years,
swales-
decades, centuries, when they first got there, they should have not been outside of the practice of their business.
What?
You have been violating for decades and years. Now you need to be compliant and put it back as though it was when you got there. That's all we're asking.
I understand that,
That's
sir,
it.
but you're
That's
asking
all.
the impossible. Not that we would not do
There's
it.
nothing impossible.
Not that we would not do it, but to be found guilty on 19.1 and 19.6, it's a condition upon our own property. So that, first of all, I think is the incorrect ordinance. We have no problems discussing any other ordinance. So don't necessarily want to be found guilty on that. But what we are open to is doing whatever it takes to fix the swale. But we're not, 60 feet, 30 feet on one side, 30 feet on the other to adjacent property owners. What is it? Do we have to go to planning? What is it that you want?
That would
They
be my
can't stop
advice.
with code enforcement.
I understand that. However, we are at this stage. The special masters has already made his decision as it relates to any matters that you may have after this. There are appeals. If you are
He
not
hasn't made a
satisfied with the
final order. I
code,
didn't hear that.
there's the city council that you can petition to change the code. There's different avenues. However, at this particular stage, the special masters has made his decision. So if there's anything further, then that would be.
I would just ask that the 19.1 and 19.6, because it's very specific to our own property, not city property. I don't know if that necessarily is the correct ordinance to be found guilty on, but we absolutely are and willing to, go forward in the cleaning of the swales. But putting a 60-foot, city-owned road back together, I don't necessarily think that you can mandate a private property owner to do that. We cannot work on your property.
Yes.
When you were the one that damaged it, yes, we can.
But you need to take us to civil court, not code enforcement.
This is civil court.
There's a percentage of, technically, yes. But there's a percentage of liability. Those junkyards have been owned by generations and generations. How do you know it was only the junkyard?
I'm gonna say this like this. There's new development going down Campbell Drive. They tore into the streets to be able to get to the water main. Guess whose responsibility is that to replace that? Not the city.
I'm sorry, I don't know that.
So I'm just showing you examples of you're debating about something that's really, if you go around your city and you tear into what has already been done, it is your responsibility to replace it. There's no difference than them. Y'all married? If they get girlfriends and they get married, and the lady has a kid, it's still their responsibility to take care of the kid.
Of course.
Okay, well, that's the same thing. This is their property. They're on a city right away, which for centuries they've torn up, and now it's their responsibility to fix it. All we're asking for you to fix it.
Okay.
Get permission. I have no powers to tell you to get permission to fix it. Go through the steps as though our council has just advised you. Go to development service, figure out how you can work together with the city. The city will then give you advice to start the process to fixing what has been damaged. That's all we're asking. I'm not sitting here trying to go back and forth with this ordinance, that ordinance. Just fix what you're damaging. Okay?
I don't want to go back and forth. I just want to make sure that the business in and of itself is not necessarily found guilty on an ordinance that is for our specific property if you're asking us about your property. That's all I'm asking.
The ordinance,
and we are happy to do what you're suggesting,
the ordinance
sir.
is specific to maintaining a public nuisance.
It says your property.
The
meaning
ordinance,
our property.
if you look up the ordinance, Amina Code, you can look it up, it's online. You look up chapter 19, you could read the specifics of the ordinance, which is about maintaining a public nuisance that you have caused.
Which is a public nuisance on our property, not your property.
At
It
this time,
doesn't
the
say
city
maintaining a
moves
nuisance
to-
on city property. It's maintaining a nuisance on our private
At this time, the
property.
city moves to proceed with the hearing. We close our case. We would like an adjudication. Thank you.
Adjudication is approved. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and make the ruling. The ruling for case number CE 250-80309, $1,000 fine, $80 administration fee. Thank you. That closes out the two for MSC Homestead LLC. I'm going to open up case number 27, case number CE 250-80308. Brian Andrews.
Magistrate, before we move on, actually, could we give him a compliance deadline for the restoration of the swell?
Compliance deadline for the swell?
The swell and right-of-way.
I'll give them 120 days.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the ruling.
For the compliance to be able to be compliance for the swell to be back to satisfaction and compliance will be 120 days, which will give them until March the 21st of 2026. March the 21st of 2026. So let me reread this for clarity. Case number CE 250-80309. Again, $1,000, $80 administration fee, 120 days to be able to come compliance. And that closes that case out.
Okay, just for clarity on your order, sir, the swale, the right-of-way outside of his two parcels?
The parcel that's being cited. So
Okay.
the specific parcel that had this violation.
Okay, and the difference, so the road is 60 feet across. When you're defining swale, are you saying 60 feet of it?
The immediate adjacent area that's most nearest to his property and any damage his business caused to that specific right-of-way.
That's what I'm asking. 60 feet? Or
Whatever.
what is the measurement? Because we would need to know specifically so we can abide by it and not be,
What did
you know,
your
found.
what did your business damage? How much of it did your business damage?
We damaged nothing. But
We agree to
again,
disagree. So you work
we're-
towards obtaining the permits, and once you get the permits, we could have a site inspection and we could show you what needs
I
to
know,
be
but we
restored.
can't obtain a permit unless we put down what we're doing. I'm just asking for clarification. Is it 10 feet from our line?
You let them know what the scope of the permit is, and we could do a site visit together.
Code and planning.
Code could go out with you, the property owner, and we could show you exactly what needs to be restored. But you
Well, no,
could
you
start.
said swale,
You need to start.
not the road. I just wanted clarification. Are we doing your
So
entire
in order to
road?
respect everybody's time here today, we could defer this conversation to a later time in order to respect everybody's time.
Of course.
Because
But I
now we're just
wanted
talking about
on the
compliance.
order, Did you say swale or road?
The public right of way
I
is where-
only gave you, I've only gave you a fine on the ordinance. The argument that you're having before us today has the details of development services that you may go over and start
That's
the
what I
process for that. You're being fined for the ordinance. Am I right or am I wrong?
That is correct.
And what's the ordinance number?
The ordinance number will be 19-1, 19-6.
Okay, sorry. I just brought into Brian's case today, so I
Okay.
appreciate it. And we will get back with the city. Thank you.
Brian Andrews, case number CE 250-80308. Please come to the podium. Please state your name and address for the record.
Andrew Filippo, 30421 Southwest 197 Avenue.
All right, how can we help you come compliant? All right, do you have a representation? Okay.
Yeah, I thought that 308 was the one we just did.
We
Same
did
order.
the
We did 309,
09.
not 08, 09.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same.
It's the
Elon
same,
went
so,
through.
okay, the same, we're going to go $1,000 fine, $80 administration fee, 120 days to come compliant. And this is for ordinance 19-1, 19-6.
Okay, that sounds good. So we'll get with zoning and site walks and see what the rules allow us to do. Okay.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Are we the only two property owners being cited on this?
I'm quite sure everything's gonna flow down to everybody's being responsible for everything in that area. So, no, you're not the only one. I'm quite sure of that. I'm 100% sure of that.
I wanted to state for the record that Southwest First Street does not have any stormwater drainage. So as every time heavy rainfall goes, the road floods, it stands for months, weeks, bunch of time, cars pass by, it makes the road worse.
This
And
is
it's-
not the public forum for that.
Yeah, and I'm quite sure there are parts of the city, because just not this one area, even the city of Miami is going through the same thing. So it just comes from decades of the population growing, the people being in the area, and that just comes for that. And so that will come over a period of time. But far as what we're taking care of today, it's only what we are seeing with the ordinances of today.
Would you agree though with?
Well, that as though we just stated, I'm just going to say this. I'm only here to make sure we're operating by the ordinances. That is a different form. I am not able to make that comment. Our community is changing dramatically. With that comes a lot of infrastructure that we do need to be able to focus on. And so with that being said, that will be something question that you will bring before your council, not me, you know. And I understand where you're coming from, but on that factor, that is something that our city overall is trying to redo our infrastructure so we can be able to address certain those issues.
And then I just wanted for clarity that you guys want us to put the road or a swale.
No, the city wants it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you guys want us to put it back to its original state. So you're asking us to pour dirt back on top of dirt.
That's something you will have to get with development services and be able to discuss what it is that needs to be rectified with that. I can't give you that decision. I can't make those decisions. All I'm here for is for the ordinances that you're operating outside of. You know, your practice of business is operating outside of these ordinances that has been brought before me today. And I can only be able to make the decision according to the ordinance that we, as a city, you, your business, all of us that sits here that has violations and fines, have voted for these things. I can only operate and make those decisions according to those things that are in our charter, within our ordinances, nothing else. You're not being targeted for something. You're being brought to attention of the violation that you're operating outside of the practice of your business that you applied for. That's merely all I can do. You know, I can't change anything else but what the ordinance say that City Hall and we voted on in our charter. That's it.
Special Master?
Yes.
For this case ending in 08, are they going to get 120 days?
Where am I? Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
It's the
Are they
same.
getting-
It's going to be the same as 308 and 309 are just both the same.
Thank you.
They have 120 days to work through this here, so both of them has to restore the swells and whatever it is that development services come to an agreement with, along with code, they will have to be able to at least comply and come into that ordinance. Now, that's above me. All right. So all I can do, as I stated, is the ordinance in which you are violating is where I'm standing at. That's it. I can't do anything else. You know, at 1958 when that road was put in there, or 1902 when that road was put in there, I have no control over that. That's before I was born. This before me and you was born. But going back to putting it back into a compromised way that it was is all we can do. All right? Whether that's, I don't know. Out of my scope of practice.
If I may, just for the record, also, any corrective action that we seek from the city as far as your order, if we can't do it because of statute or your own ordinance or what have you, we would like to have that put down that we would need a secondary avenue to satisfy your order.
That would be determined on the secondary hearing. At this time, I would mention that out of respect of everybody else's time, we move to the next case.
Yes,
that
I
has
just
been already
wanted it for the
adjudicated.
record. You're asking for
That would be a
corrective action.
second hearing after the deadline for the corrective action. You could discuss those items.
Again, all
I
I'm
just wanna
doing
make sure.
is within the ordinance that is before me today.
Yes.
I cannot
understand.
give you any prediction of anything else outside of these ordinances today.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Next case, item 23 under table cases, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 25080018, Legna Rodriguez Espina.
This property was cited on August 2nd, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work. This is in reference to a structure in the rear of the property with windows and electricity. A notice of violation was certified and posted on August 2nd, 2025. Compliance is not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed Summons to appear was mailed certified and posted on October 23rd, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photograph on July 31st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Special Master, I have been in contact with the homeowner in reference to the structure, and she has submitted an application for the structure. There is a permit on file under 25080324, submitted on August the 12th, 2025. The last note in the system says that it was denied by structural on September 4th, 2025.
All right. Can you state your name and address, and how can we help you to become compliant?
She's requesting a translator.
Okay.
¿Cuál es su nombre, la dirección y qué podemos hacer para ayudarla a que usted pueda cumplir con el requisito de lo que hay que hacer? Y despacio, por favor, señora. Habla en el micrófono.
Sí, buenas tardes a todos primero. Mi nombre es Legna Rodríguez y mi dirección es 915 Northwest 4TH Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33030.
My name is Ledna Rodriguez, and the address is 915 Northwest 4th Avenue, Homestead 33030, Your Honor.
How can we help her become compliant?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarla para que usted cumpla con el requisito?
Sí, básicamente lo que estoy necesitando en este punto para no dilatar tanto el tiempo de ustedes es el tema del tiempo, porque ya estoy haciendo el proceso de legalización. Estuve en contacto con la inspectora Flores el mes pasado porque no tenía ningún correo de la ciudad. Y vine esa misma tarde y me dieron las instrucciones para los planos. Entonces, los traje hoy, lamentablemente.
Well, what's happened is I need really more time to get this done. I have been in compliance, I have been talking to and in contact with Mr. Flores, and I haven't received an email from the city yet based on what it is that I need to turn in.
Okay. So tell her today I will give her 60 days to be able to become compliant.
Hoy día le voy a dar 60 días para que pueda cumplir con el requisito.
60 días es lo suficiente, ¿sí? Okay.
60 días, señora. 60, okay.
All right.
Perfect, thank you.
And it'll be an $80 administration fee for today.
Sería un costo hoy día administrativo de $80 por la sesión del día de hoy.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the case. CE 250-80081, 60 days to come compliance, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Gracias.
Así que en el caso CE 25080081 le debe dar 60 días más para cumplir con el requisito. Que tenga buen día. Será todo por hoy. Gracias.
Next case, item number 7, under civil citation. Case number CC 2500107, Alexander Michael Respa and Yvette Cabrera.
Good afternoon.
Citation was issued to Alexander Michael Rispa and Yvette Maria Cabrera. Citation was issued October 12, 2025 for code section violation 23.5-6, subsection C, improper bulk trash disposal. A copy of the citation was posted October 12 and mailed October 13, 2025. Compliance was not met. Compliance was met by the city, so the bulk trash was picked up. Took the photographs on October 12, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Can you please tell me your name and address, sir, for the record?
Sure. My name is Alexander Rispa. I live at 3697 Northeast 4th Street, Homestead, Florida.
Okay. Do you have knowledge of when bulk trash comes?
Yes. So this is, like I went to the office to explain to them. I have the proof here. When I went on to your website, it told me bulk was, because I did not have the calendar. Officer later provided me the calendar. So I went onto your website, and your website told me for my address, for my zone, it was on Wednesdays, the 2nd and 4th of every month. I put these out there right before the 2nd. That week, I guess that October, you guys didn't do it on the 2nd and 4th. You did it on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th. So let me just pull up. So I have the screenshot from your website.
I have a question for you, sir. So you said you placed that on the 2nd, or right before the 2nd, correct?
Yes, sir.
When you noticed that they didn't pick it up, did you bother to call Solid Waste to question why they didn't pick it up?
No, a gentleman had already been by and spoke to my wife.
On here it says you were cited on the 12th.
He went by and spoke to my wife before he signed it.
Right, on the 12th, but from the 2nd to the 12th?
No, he was there before. He came back inside afterwards.
So just
After
to
the-
reiterate on that, before I even issued a citation, I issued a courtesy notice, and I did speak to his wife to try to explain to her that pickup date was not met, so they had to retrieve the bulk trash and put it back inside until the pickup date was. She refused to. I gave her 24 hours to go back and remove the bulk trash. I went back on that 12th, the bulk trash was still there. Because pickup was not, in fact, the bulk was placed out a week and a half before. When I went back on that Sunday, which is the 12th, after speaking to her and after I gave her a courtesy notice, they refused to or they did not comply. So that's when I went and issued the citation.
It was a very big pile. I was out of town. My wife could not handle it and put that back in. If I can approach, I can show you exactly where it says on your website, the 2nd and 4th.
I understand that, but here we are giving a courtesy, and
Fortunately, if I was home, he had been there before. And we've had great gentlemen, by the way, helped me
Thank
out.
you.
One time, so I'm that little spot where you see there, all of that trash is not mine. All right, my neighbor on this side uses it, and my neighbor on the other side, since she has no space on the road to put it, she puts stuff there too.
this is Isles of Oasis, isn't it?
Isles of Oasis.
I live in Isles of Oasis, so
Okay.
I understand
Yeah, Valley.
all of our community
Right.
and our HOAs, we share
Right.
area, common
We have that
areas,
common area.
and we clean
So-
it up though.
Right. So he's been there before. One time he told me, oh, your trash, whatever, and it was confused. I was like, that's not my trash. I didn't put that there. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Then I went back and it was not this pile, a different pile. I went in and I spoke to my son. And he goes, no, yeah, that is my tire. So I said, oh, that is your tire? Yeah, put a tire on the curb. I grabbed it, picked it up, put it away. In this case, like I said, I thought we were on the right date. I put everything out there. Like I said, I went out of town for work. So at that point, like I said, now when I came back, again, some of the stuff is, most of the stuff is mine. Some of the stuff was not mine. So that's what, you know.
I understand, and this is my thing. Just like you live in Isles of Oasis, our community takes care of our community, right? I can call my neighbor and tell my neighbor to, hey, go grab that for me.
Not quite.
You know,
My
well,
neighbor-
I'm just telling you, this is the problem that we're having with some of the
I
communities.
don't have my neighbor's number or a
All
good
right.
relationship with them all, you know. all
Well,
that.
I'm going to actually help.
Please, that's all I need help. I'm
gonna help.
Understand there was some violation.
I don't
was
have
committed
that.
without
I don't have that
knowledge.
violation before me right now. Do you have a copy of that ticket? Those are Johnson's on. All those are Johnson tickets.
All right.
He's gonna give me all those are Johnson tickets. If y'all can give me, I don't have tickets up here today. If y'all can give me some tickets, now unless I'm overlooking them, I might be overlooking them. But have your violation tickets out ready.
And I understand, like I spoke to the officer, my wife is a bit of a loudmouth, so that may have triggered the
I got
citation.
you. I got you. I got you.
Which I banned her
If
from
you-
coming here today with me.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to these and
We're
then I'll
not
give them
similar
back
to
to
that
you.
lady yesterday, or a minute ago, just arguing.
So
in
today-
circles.
We'll strike that from the record.
Today,
Don't let her know, yes, please.
you better hope she ain't watching us on YouTube.
She don't watch this, right?
All right. On today, normally go down to the last verse, or last paragraph on your ticket.
Yeah, I know, I'm aware.
All right, you're aware of
Sir
it.
made me aware of that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay with the civil penalty. I'm not going to do $1,000. I'm going to do $500 for you today. All right, and that's going to be your fine. All right. So let me find this ticket. Let me figure out where I was at.
So I am having right now a little bit of an economic hardship. I'm out of work. How long do I have to pay that?
You have to take that up with the clerk when you get down there, but I'll give you
I'm not opposed to giving you, how much time would you need, sir?
$500. Is the $80 going to be tacked on as well, or just $500?
I'm gonna be nice. I'm just gonna give you the fine.
I appreciate it. You've been great.
All right.
So maybe 90 days or so. Like I said, I'm out of work.
I'm not
at the
opposed to
moment.
90 days. We could do
Okay.
that.
Thank you, sir.
In the ruling of CC-25-00107 TKT, $500 over, I'm going to waiver the $80 administration fee, and I'm going to give him 90 days to be compliant with the ticket, paying of the ticket. All right? Thank you. Have a
Thank you
great
so
day.
much, sir. And where would I pay that?
See the clerk, and she'll help you out.
The clerk? Which one is the clerk? Thank you, sir.
The young lady in the blue is the clerk. She'll be giving you an invoice shortly, okay? Thank you.
Next case. Sorry. Item 13. Under table cases, Code Officer Morataya. Case number CE 25070123, Omar Diaz and Esther Diaz.
This property was cited July 10th, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, rear terrace, and extended driveway. Notice of violation was mailed July 10th and September 17th, 2025. Summons to appear was mailed via certified mail and posted July 10th and September 17th. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs July 9th, 10th, and September 17th, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25090201 for the extended driveway and permit number 25090272 for the rear terrace. The property still remains in violation. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Omar Diaz, 1091 Northeast 36th Avenue, Homestead, Florida.
All right, I see that you've already started the process, but how can we help you to be compliant, and what else can we do to assist you?
Well, I'm waiting, we had submitted the permit application, we're waiting for the county to get back to us.
Okay, so would 30 days be enough time, you think?
I hope, it's...
30 days will be granted to you to be able to become compliant, all right?
I submitted the application in September.
Oh.
We're at this date and I haven't heard anything.
Did you check your email?
So I checked whatever email I have received.
You might want to walk over there and find out. All right?
Last time my father came, he came a couple weeks ago, and they came and told him they're going to see what's going on. And
all right. So I'm going to stick with the 30 days, all right? And just walk over when you get through here and see what's going on, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Ask to speak with Nora. Okay?
Nora?
Yeah.
All right. So it's going to be 30 days extension, $80 administration fee for today. All right. Case number CE 25070123, 30 days, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Next case, item 15. Excuse me. Under table cases, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25080478, Willie Ware.
Hello, good afternoon.
This one, 30 days.
Good afternoon. How you doing, sir?
That's good.
Go ahead and state your name and address, sir.
Willie Ware, 412 Northeast 20th Terrace, Homestead, Florida.
Special Master, let me go ahead and read my case, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No
Go
problem.
ahead. I'm just drawn away by looking at trying to get some other stuff.
This property was cited August 28, 2025 for code section violation 19-1, subsection 9, outdoor storage of junk, trash, or debris or any building within the residence. A notice of violation was mailed via certified mail and posted August 31st, 2025. A summons to appear was also mailed and certified September 24th and November 4th, 2025. Compliance has not been met. Therefore, the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs August 28th, September 24th, and September 4th, 2025. As of today, the property still remains in violation. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Can you please state your name and address, sir, for the record?
Yeah, Willie Ware, 412 Northeast 20th Terrace, Homestead, Florida.
Okay, how can we help you to become compliant?
Yeah, Your Honor, my yard, it does look a little bit junky. That's mainly my backyard. And, it's kind of stuff that people have. I have barbecue grills out there, barbecue tanks. And basically, I have this kind of stuff that people generally have in their backyard. So when he says storage, I think that's a statement of actually what it is. I mean, it's a little bit junky, but even my HOA they don't have any problem with my backyard.
Okay, so the issue at hand is if we have a storm and wind blows, all of your stuff is going to be all over everybody else's place, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a big issue. That's an ordinance within the city that we cannot have. And knowing that we are an area where storms do happen a lot, if it's in your backyard, because it's not fenced. If it was fenced, it's a different thing. But by being exposed to that now, it's a hazard to everyone around you.
Yes, sir. But if there was a storm, I just put the stuff in my garage. Whether anything that would be a problem, I just put it in my garage. That's my plans.
Okay, well, at this point, you could put it in your garage, but we need to get it cleaned up so it doesn't become a nuisance to everyone else. Because even right now, if a kid gets loose and goes into your property and hurts themselves because of your collective items, that's going to be an issue if I'm making any mistake, right? But also take this into consideration. If you have pests that are in there and someone happens to get attacked by something that's there, then we have another issue at hand. So in order to keep your area clean is an ordinance that affects all of us, all right? So clean up your area, get yourself, organized and store your stuff inside or within your parameter, or even get a fence and put up around your place. That's all I can give you the advice of. But I'm only here to make a decision on the ordinance.
And if I may, I'm sorry to interject. This picture that's up right now is of the front door, correct?
Yes, and that was, once I was told about that a while back, and I removed everything, and just that it seems like on the very day that it was cluttered, somebody, took a picture, and it's not usually that way.
I just want to point out that's a fire safety hazard. God forbid there's a fire. That is a pretty big hazard. So that's why we take this pretty seriously.
All right, so how much time do you think you will need, Mr. Ware, to be able to come compliant?
I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, I guess.
How many weeks?
3 weeks.
Okay. I'm going to give you 30 days to come compliant. Days to come compliance. So I'm going to make the ruling, Mr. Ware, CE 250804778, 30 days to come compliance, $80 administration fee. Thank you.
Ms. Liliana Morales, can you please come up here? Next case. Code Officer Garcia. Under table kite. Item number, one second. Item 22, under table cases, Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 25070465, Marian C. N. Portillo and Ronnie R. F.F.
Can you repeat the case number again, please?
Case number CE 25070465, Marian Portillo and Ron F.
Page number, section.
Page 6, item 22.
Thank you.
The property was cited back on July 3rd, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, failure to obtain a permit for a driveway extension. Notice of violation was mail certified and posted on July 3rd, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, there is a permit application on file under application number 25080851. Currently with a building approval, but right now it's still under zoning denial due to pending corrections. I took the photograph on July 3rd, 2025. The photos fairly accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Can we roll back to the beginning, please, for the photos?
There's also, I submitted a site plan, the original site plans as well as the property, just in case. So again, Special Master, we do have an application on file. Right now, building has approved that application. Right now, zoning is the one currently having it on hold due to pending corrections.
All right. I need to go through the photos again before I make a. All right, approved. Can you go ahead and state your name and address for the record, please?
I need translate.
Su nombre y dirección para el caso.
Mi nombre es Ronnie Finol. Mi dirección es 1510 South East 6TH Street, Homestead, Florida 33033.
All right. How can we help you become compliant?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarlo para que cumpla con los requisitos?
Ya cumplí con los requisitos, ya hice todo lo pertinente. La extensión que había hecho ya la reduje a los límites establecidos por la ley y solo estoy esperando la aprobación de la ciudad. Ya pueden hacer una inspección.
I've compiled everything that I need to do. You can do an inspection of it.
All right. I'm going to give them 15 days to be able to come compliant, and it'll be an $80 administration fee.
Le voy a dar 15 días para que pueda cumplir con requisitos, $80 de una tasa administrativa para el día de hoy.
Okay. Case number CE 250704665, 15 days to come compliant, $80 administration fee. Thank you.
El caso CE 2507-0465, 15 días para cumplir con requisitos y $80 de la tasa administrativa. Será todo por hoy. Gracias.
Next case, Code Officer Valencia, case number CE 25040359. Nadiuska Rodriguez.
The property was cited on 425 of 2025 for code section 6-36, fell into maintaining the permit required by code for work done on the premises. What they did, they installed a terrace without a permit. The notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on 425 of 2025. Compliance was not made, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. The property was also posted on 10/28 of 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on 4/25/2025, 8/26/2025, 10/28/2025. The photos fairly accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
They applied for the permit on July 1st of 2025. On August 7, 2025, it was a denial, and it was an email that was sent to them.
Okay. Can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Spanish.
Su nombre para que conste en actas.
Nediuska Rodríguez y mi dirección es 2432 Southeast 29 Street, Homestead, Florida 33035.
It's a 2324 Southwest 29th Street. 33035 is the zip code, Your Honor.
Thank you. How can we help you?
Gracias.
How can we help you become compliant?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarla a usted para que cumpla con requisito?
Bueno, básicamente necesitamos tiempo porque tuvimos que parar todo el proceso por problemas de salud que estuve atravesando, ya que yo soy la que me encargo de hacer todos los permisos. Se sometieron los permisos, pero faltaron algunas cosas que nos respondieron después y ya hemos contactado con una compañía para que nos haga todo lo que es el plano de eso y ver qué es lo que se tiene que cambiar para que cumpla con todos los códigos de la ciudad.
We need more time because I've been ill, and on top of that, I did hire a company that's going to hopefully take care of all the points that have to be addressed as well as complied with, so we can fulfill everything we have to do based on the codes that we need to comply with.
All right.
Just need more time, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give him 45 days to be able to come compliant, an $80 administration fee for today.
Le voy a dar 45 días para que pueda usar ese tiempo de prórroga para cumplir con requisitos y aparte de eso el día de hoy solamente será un costo de $80 en cuanto al tema administrativo. Será todo por hoy.
Case number CE 250403559, 45 days, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Le doy 45 días por el caso que acabo de nombrar. Tendrá estos 45 días para cumplir con requisitos. Gracias por todo. Tra buen día.
Next case, under table cases, item 11, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2506011, Griselda Carvacas.
This property was cited on June 6, 2025 for the code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the rear terrace, and 6-206 and 207 for erecting a fence without a permit. A notice of violation was mailed via certified mail and posted June 7, 2025. Summons to appear was mailed via certified mail and posted June 7th and August 18, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs June 6 and June 7 and August 18th, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25080325 for the fence, which that one has been approved already, and permit number 25080274 for the terrace, but that one has not been approved. That one's still pending. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Hi, good afternoon. Grisel Cabarcas, 1040 Northeast 40th Road, Homestead, Florida, 33033.
Okay, how can we help you?
I'm here to request more time in order to become compliant. I was hoping to at least have 60 days because of, there's just a lot of legwork that has to be done, holidays, all of that good stuff. So I was hoping to get 60 days, to just make sure that everything was done accurately and become compliant with the property.
So I'm gonna meet you somewhere. 45 days is what I'm gonna give you because that gives us the first of the year and you get over the hump of the holidays, all right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 45 days and an $80 administration fee for today, all right?
Okay.
So January 5th would be the date that would be the end of the extension.
Okay.
All right. CE 250601111, 45 days to come compliant, $80 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
You, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Yeah, only one said that.
Next case, under table cases, item number 6, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25. Excuse me. 04 2504, 25040369.
What bullet number?
CE 25040369.
This property was cited April 25th, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the rear terrace. Notice violation was mailed via certified mail and posted April 26, 2025. Summons to appear was mailed via certified mail and posted April 26th, July 12th, and September 17th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs April 25th, 26th, July 5th, and September 17th, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25080754, that is still under review. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted. Can you state your name and address, please, for the record?
Theodore Borrego, 4160 Northeast 20th Street, Homestead, Florida, 33033.
How can we help you become compliant?
I'm hoping you can give me an extension on the permit. I mean, I already filed for it, so we're going back and forth as the architect, I guess, needs more information and things we gotta give him.
30 days?
Can I get 45?
45.
Thank you, sir.
$80 administration fee for today. I'm gonna go ahead and make the call. I'll make the ruling. Ruling is CE 250400349, 45 days, $85 administration fee. Thank you. Have a great day.
Next case, item number 1 under civil citations, Code Officer Johnson, case number CE 25090069, Lulu Burmeister.
Citation was issued to Lulu Burmeister, property address 10 Northeast 18th Street. And citation was issued on September 6, 2025 for code section 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal. Location of trash was located at 52 Northwest 11th Street. I took the photographs on September 6, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Can you go back up to the top? Let me see the PAL.
20, I don't know if you use this one.
Floor.
I'm sorry.
Can you go back up to the top? No, I'm sorry. Thank you. All right.
15.
Can you please state your name and address for the record, please?
My name is Stephen Alvarez, and I am the executive director of New Hope, which these are the subject properties. So there's some confusion here. Lulu is an office staff that works for New Hope, so the citation was written in her name, but the property, 52 Northwest 11th Street, is owned by New Hope, all those properties, and I'm the executive director, the representative. So I think I was just going to pay it. And then Lulu was like, well, wait a minute, I got to take it in my name.
Okay, wasn't in the agenda.
And so I said, well, and then nobody could explain to me what happened, what we did wrong. So I guess I figured I'd come and maybe get this out of Lulu's name and get some clarification so we can understand how the garbage works, because
So evidently someone named Lulu purchased this Amazon package that wound up being on there. Maybe Lulu is the brand. I know what's going on. Lulu is not the name of the person. That's the name of the company that they ordered something from,
No,
right?
Special Master, I believe you're referring to Lululemon. That's the name.
That's the name on the purchase there, right?
No, that's who purchased it, the name, not the brand that you're referring referring to?
No, what I'm saying is, they didn't put their name, when this was mailed to this address, I don't think they put their name on who was getting it. They just put the address on there.
He just said that was
That's the company. That's where
he
they
said that's
delivered
his-
that package to.
He said that's his staff members.
Lulu
Is a staff member?
Burmeister works for New Hope. The office of the administrative office of New Hope
It's 10.
10 Northeast 11th Street. The bulk garbage that's there is from 4 properties
A community.
along that stretch on 11th Street, which this officer, I forgot, and she's familiar with, because we've dealt with things in the past. New Hope owns 1020 North Chrome, which is a substance abuse treatment center, and the adjacent properties that are 28 Northwest 11th Street, 44 Northwest 11th Street,
I got it now.
52.
I got it.
52,
I understand. I
and
misunderstood.
64.
Thank you for the clarification.
Right.
You want the ticket to come out of her name.
Yeah, write it to New Hope or to me.
Okay.
You know? And then, I would prefer if you just throw it out, actually, but.
For clarification, it was written in her name over here right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For clarification, it was written in her name because her name was in the package, right? So the violation carries with the property, not with the person. But because her name was on it, that's what we use to identify the responsible party. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So we can't
She's
remove.
not responsible.
That's fine. You can still pay it. It's not going to affect her, but we can't remove her name.
Okay, all right. So then.
That's where I got confused.
Then the other part was we couldn't understand because Labor Day was the 2nd. The 2nd was Labor Day, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We probably didn't put the garbage out on the 2nd because usually the garbage doesn't really come on the day that it's scheduled, the bulk pickup. It usually comes a day later or 2 days later. So since the 2nd was a holiday, we didn't get the garbage out, but we did get it out on Tuesday, right? Tuesday never came. Wednesday never came. And then I guess Saturday is when the officers came in. And I think we took the garbage back and removed it. I think when we were cited, we removed it. No?
No, I believe you're referring to a different day.
A different day?
Right.
Because this keeps happening. Like, we get there, no, you can't. And so I'm trying to like understand how does the garbage work? Because we're going back and forth. We put garbage out, then we take it back. And so.
If I could, Special Master. So this happened on September 6th. This citation was issued. As I was patrolling my zone, at the time, a violator was on the scene. PD was involved, and then everyone from New Hope, they came. It was a landscaper, so he came, he dumped, but I tried to flag him down. He didn't speak English. They translated everything, but he removed the trash. So I believe that's what he's referring to at the time. It was landscape debris that was dumped on the swell. I explained to him, when you could place it out and everything. I actually gave them a calendar at the spot on when the correct day to place the trash and everything.
Okay.
That was on another day, yes.
Right, that was after this day.
After this, and then we don't really know what to do with, like, when the garbage day is the day that is scheduled and it doesn't come, then like the holiday, we don't know, did it come on the holiday, did it not come on the holiday? So since we're already used to the garbage coming a couple days late, we put it out on the day after the holiday. We don't know if it came on the holiday or not. So then it stayed, and so I don't know what we're supposed to do. And then I think there was some mention about this too much, but it's for all the properties. We don't want to put a bunch of piles. That's another comment that was made, so we don't know what to do with that, like, we don't wanna get cited for, no, you have too much on this property. No, but it's for all the properties.
So that would be something that you would need to get in contact with trash, solid waste, and communicate that component with them.
Okay.
I do understand what you're talking about, like when Thanksgiving is coming up. So my trash is supposed to be on Thursday, but in that case, this is just me. I can only tell you what I do. I live in the city of Homestead. When I'm in question, where the Thanksgiving or Labor, it's really just 3 days, I think, that they don't come. I think Christmas and Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm questioning whether it's going to be a holiday on my day, I just don't put my trash out until the next time.
Okay.
That's just what I do.
Okay.
You know, and that's something that, you know, you could take advice to or to not to.
Okay.
If there's any other question, you can always get it hauled off to one of our sites, and then you don't be in question. You know, that's another advice that I can give you.
When is it too early to, like, if it's on Tuesday to pick up, but no one works on the weekends, or on Mondays, I think.
My best bet to tell you, and when you're in question, just take it over to the site.
Okay.
That's the best advice I can give you. And I'm very big on trash. I don't like the city to be overbearing with trash. Matter of fact, when I drive through some of these areas, I cringe because we offer so much of services in our community that Homestead should never have trash anywhere, because we can always drive our trash up to any one of our areas. And this what really gets me boiling, we can actually go to the county and dump our trash. So I'm big on littering, right? And especially in the city of Homestead. Other counties, you go to Cutler Bay, they have to wait on the county to pick their trash up, certain areas. We're the only city that I know of. You drive through Florida City, you see piles of trash everywhere. But you drive through Homestead, it should not be that way. We have our own trash department. We have different trash areas that we can take our recycle to. We get 2 pickups a month, bulk. We get weekly pickups. I could go on and on why I just don't like litter in the Homestead community.
Right.
Neither here nor there if there's any question, and I hope everybody hears me that has a trash. If there's any question, just take it to your nearest dump site, and you just show them your driving license, drive in there. I do it multiple times. Right. They don't tell you have a limited amount of how many times you come, I don't think, because I've never been questioned. I just show them my driving license, I dump my little trash in the trash can, and I'm going on about my business. So if that's the question, that's the advice I can give you. Okay. However, with Lulu, we're going to be very kind and only going to take the penalty citation and not charge you the $80 administration fee, not charge you the $1,000, so it's just $500 for today, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So in case number CE 2590096, $500. Zero administration costs. Thank you.
CE 25090069.
Let me repeat that. Yeah, I think he walked up. In case number CE, Silver Citation number 1, case number CE 25090069, $500. Zero administration. Thank you.
Next case, under table cases, Code Officer Flores, item 36. Case number CE 25090206, RNA First Investments LLC. She's not here.
Can we go to another case? I'm sorry. Will I find a paper? Thank you.
Yes. Next case. Under table cases, Code Officer Flores, item 14, case number CE 25070180, Saúl Alemán Alfaro.
Citation was issued to Saúl Alemán Alfaro, property address 1360 Northwest 9th Street. Citation was issued on July 12, 2025, for Code Section 23.5-5, improper bulk trash disposal. Location of the violation was 1241 Northwest 9th Street. I took the photograph on July 12, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Special Master, this was a tabled case and is in reference to a box that was found in a dump pile on a vacant lot addressed to Mr. Saúl Alemán. I have been in contact with Mr. Alemán in reference to this case. He was advised of the solid waste rules, and the box was later removed from the pile.
All right. Can you please state your name and address, sir?
Yeah, Saúl Alemán, and I live in 1360 Northwest 9th Street, Homestead, Florida 33030.
Thank you. I'll assume you removed the box?
Yes, well, the box was removed. Officer Flores was kind enough to show me how to navigate the website online so that I could be a notice on when to dispose of bulk trash. I was not previously aware of that. It's my first incident, and I try not to exhibit that behavior at any time, so I apologize for that.
No problem. All right. Well, I'm going to say thank you for correcting the action, and I'm going to void your citation. All right, and have a great day.
Thank you very much.
All right. Case number CE 25070180. The action was corrected by the violator, so we're going to void the ticket out. Thank you.
Next case under table cases, item 17, Code Officer Lynn, case number CE 25010090, Brian Roberto Olmo.
Hello, good afternoon.
Case CE 250100090. The property was cited back in January 17th by Austin Baker, the previous code officer that was assigned to this case. The case was cited under section violation 6-36 for failing to obtain a building permit for various different issues at the property. It looks like he was cited for windows and doors and also a roof awning that was supposed to be added to the property. The property was heard back in April. I have the date here, my apologies. April 17th, they indicated that they were going to give them about 60 days to go ahead and have this finalized. I don't believe Brian was in attendance that day for that hearing. After that, he did obtain a lot of permits. Most of the permits were closed out. The only one he still has pending is a window permit. It looks like, based off of the information that I have here, the window permit was denied for, looks like some other submissions that he had made. Brian did indicate to me that he had the remaining parts of the permit already finalized with the building department. He's just waiting for them to try to give him an additional status on it. He did indicate that he emailed them various times between September and October, but he's yet to get anything back from them yet. Compliance was not met. That's due to why he's here today. The property was posted on the 15th of October. The photos accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos that were submitted as evidence.
Accept it. Can you please state your name and address for the record?
Brian Olmo, 547 Southwest 4th Avenue, Homestead, Florida.
How can we help you come compliant?
Just need more time. I'm working with them and I have pending instructional still pending there. And I sent over on October 30th to Cecilia some corrections that were needed. I called today to see if the corrections were submitted when I sent it over to her, and it looks like it hasn't yet. So I just need more time just to be able to make sure we finalize everything with the city and be on top of them more to get an update from.
How much of time are you looking for?
45 days or 60 days, just to be able to push through, to get through it.
45 days?
45 days or 60 days.
All right. Today, I'm going to give you 45 days and $80 administration fee. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close the case out.
Okay. Thank you.
Case number CE 250-10090, 45 days to come compliant, $80 administration fee. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Happy
You're welcome.
holidays.
The next case, previously we called it out. It will be for table case. Excuse me. Under table cases, item number 10, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 25050361, and there will be two cases under the same person.
Okay.
So for this particular case, no, can we read off the one ending in 0206? Is that the one that you just read?
No, 361. Same owners.
The property was cited on May 27, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work. This is in reference to impact windows and 5 AC splits installed without a permit. A notice of violation was certified mail and posted on May 28, 2025. Compliance was not met. Therefore, the property was set for today's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed certified and posted on October 27. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photograph on May 27, 2025 and October 27, 2025. As of today, there has been a permit that was issued under permit number 250701110 for the replacement of the impact windows. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accept it.
As mentioned before, there is a current permit on file that was issued for the 14 windows impact, and she is currently working on the permit for the AC splits.
All right. Can you give me those numbers, those case numbers again, please?
This case number is referring to CE 25050361.
Item 10 under table cases.
R&R First Investments.
Correct.
All right, so we give 45 days to come compliant. $80 administration fee. Case number CE 250-50361, 45 days to come compliance, $80 administration fee. Thank you.
Next case, item 34 under table cases, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2509-0118. My apologies, Code Officer Flores, item 36 under table cases, case number CE 2509-0206, R&A First Investments, LLC.
Special Master, this is in reference to the same address. It would be different violation. The property was cited on September 20th, 2025 for code section violation 30-433, expansion of RV. 30-443, failing to comply with RV off-street parking. A notice of violation was mailed certified and posted on September 20, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed certified and posted on September 30, 2025. September 20, 2025 currently. The property is in violation. I took the photographs on September 2025. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Accepted.
Special Master, the RV extension is still active violation. They did install a fence around the property, but there is no permit on file. That's a separate case for another day, so.
All right.
Special Master, she was here, but I guess she didn't make it back.
Yeah, she was here, but she had to leave due to, she had to pick up her kids from school. She did leave me the application that she has submitted for the fence.
All right, I'd give 10 days to come into compliance for this ordinance and an $80 administration fee. For CE 250-90206, 10 days to come compliance, $80 administration fee.
This time, we will be dismissing the translators. Translator, will be dismissing.
Yes.
You dismiss.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Moving on to lien mitigations. First item on lien mitigations is Stephen and Tanya O'Hara, 2470 Southwest 3rd Street.
Hey. I can't go nowhere until you get them done because I'll be on a cruise ship. I'm going to be able to sign it. Can you state your name and address?
Yes, sir. Tania O'Hara, 2470 Southeast 3rd Street, Homestead.
All right. How can we help you?
Okay, so we moved here in 2019 after my husband retired out of the military, and we are first-time homeowners.
Thank you for his service.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll let him know you said so. So basically, we were very naive to this whole thing. We did not know we needed a fence permit. That's our mistake, obviously. And the guy that we got our fence from was obviously wanted our business, so he did not tell us that we needed a fence permit. So he did the fence. Then later, in 2020, early of 2020, we did find out we needed to apply for the permit. So we started the whole process back then, and then things kind of got mixed up because of COVID and everything. So we didn't hear anything, so we thought that everything was good. Again, that was our mistake. And then we obviously got a notice, and we have a really, really big fine that we owe now, and we were not aware that it was gonna be that big. My husband recently was working, but he lost his job. I'm the only one working right now. I only make like $16 an hour, so obviously we do want to pay the fine to get this taken care of so we can fix the problem, but if there's any way you can reduce it at all, it would be greatly appreciated. I also didn't know I had to pay court fines. I can obviously do the 80 that I keep telling, but hopefully if I pay the 1,000, I can get a little extension on that as well.
What is the amount that you're seeing on your end?
Oh geez, I think it's like $26,000. Close to that. I mean, that's like more than I make in a whole year, so.
Give me a few minutes.
Okay.
This is the amount for the reduction that I emailed you is $21,127.50.
Oh, okay, I have a different amount, so I don't know. Oh, that's the new amount? Okay. Thank you. $28, okay.
$28,090. You want it to be reduced?
If possible, yes.
If possible. There is I'm gonna let council describe the amount that I am able to do, and I will come back with the decision of the reduction.
Okay.
And that's just for clarity, so you won't be misled in the dark.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Because there is a certain percentage that I can't go beyond.
Mm-hmm, I understand.
Just for clarification, this is a first-time offense. There's no repeat violations.
Yeah,
correct?
this is first time. It's actually it's a reduction of. Yeah.
Yeah, we've never had issues before, as far as I know.
So I just want her to be able to clarify.
Yeah.
For you to understand the percentage in which
Okay.
I have to make the ruling.
Okay.
So pursuant to section 7-27 and subsection N of the code, notwithstanding the foregoing, the special master shall not grant a reduction that is below 15% of the total civil penalties due the violator after receiving the special master's order mitigating the civil penalties due may file a written request for reconsideration by the city council within the city manager's office within 30 days. So that is the 15% rule.
So we
that
can do
currently-
up to 15%, or?
Yes, that's
Okay.
pursuant to our
Okay.
code.
So with that being said, do you understand that once I make this decision, based upon that, that's it? You know, I can't. There's no flexibility to be able to do anything beyond that.
I
you know,
understand.
and,
Just one question, would it be from the 28, or would it be from the 21 that you just handed me? I don't know what's different, like,
well, here on my end, I have 28.
okay.
Hold on.
For clarification, 28 is the amount of the lien, 21 is the administrative offer that we provided prior to this hearing, and this hearing we will determine, based on the 28,000, what the magistrate is willing to discount.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to grant up to the max that I can.
Thank you.
And that's all I can do, you
Mhm.
know? According to my calculations, that would be $14,045.
Oh.
That's the max that I can do.
That's
All
much
right,
better.
and I'll grant that reduction.
I'm sorry, can you say the total again?
$14,045.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
And when do we have to pay that by?
You just see the.
Sir, for this specific hearing, the ordinance is specific that you have 30 days to make that payment. However, if you're unable to make that payment within 30 days, we could take this item before council, and they could grant you more time if you need to.
Yeah, because to be honest, I don't think we're going to be able to pay the full amount, but, I mean, we'll do what we can, but, okay. So.
Now, once you enter into this into this agreement, it has to be that, because if not, it goes back to the 28,000.
I understand.
All right? I'm right or wrong?
Just to clarify, she has 30 days. Wait. She has 30 days to make her request to the city council, not 30 days to pay. Is that what you're saying?
So it's based on my understanding and my interpretation of the ordinance, it's 30 days to either submit the payment or make a request before council. So that's two options. If neither of the above happen within those 30 days, it goes back to the original amount based on my interpretation of the ordinance that was written.
So if I were to make a request, as you're saying, how would I go about doing that?
So you could, in writing,
Okay.
submit to our office via email, same way you contacted Flora before. Let her know that you are requesting to go before council
Okay.
In reference to this lien mitigation.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Am I all set?
All right, so I'm going to grant with. I'm going to reopen this because, just for clarification, I was kind of thinking about it. I need to go back and look at some numbers. It's a great day for you.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I have to go back to the original amount that was done. And so with that being said, I'm going to reduce the fine to $4,213.50. Don't pass out, please don't.
I will not. No. I'm sorry. So you said,
$4,213.50.
And that's the total amount due.
That's the total amount due.
You're amazing. Thank you.
All right. You have 30 days to pay that.
Okay.
If you don't pay that in 30 days, it goes back to the $28,000. All right.
Understood.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, and you have 30 days. I'm going to say that again with emphasis. 30 days to pay that. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, in case folio number 10-7916-022-0720. I'm going to repeat that. Folio 10-7916-022-0720. $4,213.50, 30 days to be able to pay that lien. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a happy holiday, everybody.
Next item, item number 2 under lien mitigations, Trezuno LLC, 240 Southwest 6th Avenue.
I signed it the wrong one.
Hello, I'm here with a power of attorney.
Can you show proof of that to council, please?
Yes.
Special Masters, we're good to move forward.
We're good. Thank you. Case of reduction, right?
Yes.
Can you state the name and address or the case number for the record?
Case number is CE 21090178.
All right, case number CE 219, I'm sorry, case number CE 21090178. All right. And we're wanting the reduction, right?
Yes. Do you want me to start, or do you have a question?
He's reviewing the case file now, so allow him a moment. Thank you.
The case amount is $92,540.
Special Master, 92,540 is the original fines.
Amount?
The reduction is $69,440. It's the final payment they need to make. The reduction was 25%, and it was reducted $23,100. Yes, that was what we could do in the office, our administrative.
Oh, administrative could do that reduction, and I was coming before me. Okay. Give me a few minutes to do some numbers.
Can I give you a little story when you're
I
ready?
wish I was a walking calculator. I wouldn't have.
Just when you're ready, I just want to explain
All
the
right.
situation.
Go ahead and explain the situation.
Okay, so my client purchased this warehouse condominium unit in May of 2022, and it had a carport attached at the time. It's in a zoning, the zoning is in the industrial light manufacturing area, and so that was in 2022. Then when he was going to rent out the unit, there was an inspection associated with that prior to allowing for the rent situation. And during that inspection, he found out that there was a violation associated with the carport. And at that time, he immediately fixed it. And we have the evidence of the permit that was pulled for the demo, his communications with the Homestead Police Department, letting them know that everything's been done. So right when he knew that there was an issue, he took care of it right away, and it's been done for over 2 years. So he's a very good resident of the city and always wanted to comply with all the rules. And this amount, even he's thankful for the reduction, but it's still an extreme hardship. And, he can't pay that. It's, everything's been done for a long time and in compliance.
All right.
Counselor, I have one question. When your client purchased this property, did they know about the existing lien?
It came up in the search as an expired permit, I believe. But I don't think he knew what that was at the time.
Hmm.
All right. According to what I can do, brought the lien down to $34,720. That's within my legal calendar. That's what I can do within my abilities.
How much time would he have to pay that?
30 days.
Does that start counting tomorrow?
This starts tomorrow, yes.
No accounting for holidays, right? 30 calendar days?
Everything.
Okay.
All right. And you think they agree to that? That's about as low as I can get it.
Is there anything that-
That's way beyond what it was. All right. In folio 10 or in folio number 10-7813-060-0080, $34,720. 30 days.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Happy holidays and happy Thanksgiving.
You too, everybody. Thank you.
Now returning to the agenda order for the remaining cases. 23.
Remaining cases.
The next cases will be tabled. We won't be hearing them. Meeting adjourned at 5:25.
Oh, I was gonna do it.